Ooh, child, things that get brighter. Someday we'll walk together when we get it all done. Someday. What's up, YouTube? It's your main man, AB the Hero. We are back again with another video. Let me pull out my headphones here. We're getting plugged in and set up. A little pre-production behind the scenes. I appreciate that. 3 likes already. We just got this thing jumped off, man. And the mic ain't even on. I bet you it's not. Oh, and we loaded up with the mic on. All right, we good to go. And oh shit, we here anyway. What's up? 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 It is it's Monday night. Y'all know we on here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I will say that last Friday we were supposed to be on here, and I failed y'all on the count of, you know what I'm saying, your boy just a dad, you know what I mean? I got things to do. I had the little dude with me, and we do what we call Pizza Fridays on Friday, and we mess around and order the pizza from Pizza Hut. Took them 3 hours. 3 hours to deliver the pizza, and the shit was bananas because it took them 3 hours to deliver the pizza. They didn't call. No call, no nothing. 3 hours delivery. It was bogus as hell. And then by the time I kept calling them, they wouldn't pick up. Then I called them from a different number, and then they finally answered the phone. And what's good? The goods. That's a play. Let me see, man. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get some shit set up. So actually today we also live streaming for the first time on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. That's how we coming at y'all. Hey, another level. We're taking the stream to another level, man. We on both YouTube and Facebook live tonight. You feel me? It's your main man, AB the Hero. We got a few different things that we're gonna talk about in tonight's stream. Obviously, we're gonna get into some more NBA draft talk. That's coming up. The season, there's a projected start date for the season that is. They're trying to have games by Christmas, so I believe the 22nd or so is when they're trying to get games underway. Let me see. We got more comments coming in. AB, get it together, bro. You know, I'm trying, my guy. I'm trying, man. We got there's more. The season is projected to start a little bit earlier. Later than normal, but sooner than later. You know what I mean? So there's some talk about folks being like, yo, bro, we need more time, which to me is kind of ridiculous on the fact that, you know, everybody had about 3-4 months off halfway through the season. Most of y'all didn't even come back to the bubble. So some of y'all ain't even played basketball since March. So, you know what I mean? I would imagine for most folks, the sooner the better, you know what I mean? So the draft. So to me, there is a question mark of being able to get drafted on November 18th, I believe it is, and then having your first game be a month and a couple days later on November 15th, November 18th, December 15th through the 20th or something before the end of the year. Like, that's an unprecedented amount of turnaround. And we already see how hard we are on a lot of these younger players. So I can only imagine like how we are already hard on folks who have a summer league, a preseason, a camp, all of this stuff in a normal year. And then so to expect a lot of these rookies to be able to turn it around with only knowing what team they are in like less than a month, to me sounds crazy, but we'll talk about that. Also, we're going to expand it a little bit. I don't know if y'all watch football, but I watch some football, especially I do a lot of fantasy football. But I find it interesting, and it's a storyline that I want to talk about a bit, is because I feel like it relates. My guy Antonio Brown and his movement and getting his shot to play for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, after being out of the league and being cancerous, and all of these folks not really want to mess with him for years and for a while now, and then all of a sudden the cachet that Tom Brady has to be able to get him back in the league is, to me, is astounding. You know what I mean? So we'll talk about that too. Obviously, you a podcast guy, blessings. I'm pull that up when it come up. So there's all of that stuff we want to talk about more. Obviously, as we get to going, if y'all have y'all thoughts and opinions, I want to invite you all to jump in and have some talks. I got a couple folks who lined up who going to probably come through this evening and join and rap with us and all of that stuff. And so y'all know how it is, man. The night just kind of goes, and as things go, you know what I'm saying? We'll let the conversation flow. Let's see. Kid the Barber, I appreciate it. AB, you a podcast god. Blessings to you, brother. I've been rocking with you for years now, and the job you did with the JBA was A+. You had that thing lit. Hey, man, I always tell the story with the JBA is that was one of the dopest experiences that I personally had. You know what I'm saying? Just being able to do that, to be able to travel with them folks, and then to be able to have a lot of the freedom. So one of the stories I always tell is, I remember before the first game being hella nervous and being like, yo, man, like, how y'all want it to look? You know what I'm saying? Like, should I go in here and try to mimic inside the NBA? Like, you want me to be out here like I'm Chris Webber? And also, by the way, I hate Chris Webber as a commentator. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, what y'all want? You know what I'm saying? Like, let me know. And they were like, yo, it's on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you make it dope, it's going to be hot. And if you make it terrible, it's not going to be terrible. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, if you say so. So then we kind of went what we went with. And it turned out, man, I felt like a lot of people appreciated it, and a lot of folks kind of respected what we did with that JBA thing. So that was a blessing right there. But so let's talk about this, man. I want to see what you all think about this as well. So right now, it is projected that the NBA is potentially going to start. Well, there's conversation around it. Let's see if I can pull it up, a link to it. There's this conversation with the NBA starting in December, right? So folks want to have their first games before Christmas, because the Christmas Day NBA game is like a staple of the year, right? I remember back in the day, they used to have those commercials with the bells and everybody hitting a shot and it's jingle-ling-a-ling. Like, they always had your marquee matchups. Last year, I believe the Lakers and the Clippers played on that day. I remember LeBron was playing on Christmas Day so much. He was like, yo, the people who win the championship, at least, like, we should get that day off. You know what I mean? And or not off, but we should at least be able to play at home, you know? So then I believe even the NBA started kind of implementing some of that stuff. So, and so, which to me, like I said just a few minutes ago, of like, I personally feel like all right, here we go. I personally feel like it's enough time, right, to get that started. However, one of the things that I think that folks have to really realize and take into account is, once they get this thing started, you are not giving a lot of your younger prospects any time to kind of get acclimated to the league. You know what I mean? So imagine, and even my favorite player, and I believe that he'll probably favor the best because of it, your boy LaMelo Ball, is because he is used to the quick turnarounds in the grind of an NBA season, or at least professional. The way there's less adjustment that he has to do than some of these other guys might have to do. Obviously, the knowledge behind some of the plays and things that separate you as a pro player is some of the stuff that may be lacking in his game. You know what I mean? Of the different sets of defenses and all of that stuff, the things that any rookie would typically struggle with. And now you're looking at a guy who, the added pressure of, if you bring a LaMelo Ball in, unless he's on the Warriors, you're expecting like godlike basketball. You know what I mean? Like if he come in on the first couple of games and doesn't bring the intensity or the what folks want, it's going to be a lot of criticism from my guy. He's going to receive a lot of criticism. I'm gonna send this link over here to my guy. If you're trying to jump in, man, feel free. And so I think that there might be some struggling on the count of that. Let me see. All right. All right. I don't know who this dude here is, but let's say NBA is targeting the 2021 start date of December 22nd. So that's 3 days before Christmas. The league office reportedly informed its board of governors Friday it intends to include a 72-game season. To me, that's crazy as well, because you're going from 82 to 72. That's not even like, that's damn near a full season jammed into a few months, especially if they figure out a way to make it end at the normal start time. So let's say Lakers. So you're going from October the 11th to December 22nd. That's basically maybe 2 months of time. Let me give you some love over here for this. So facts, need you on the pod soon. Hey, bro, definitely, man. I sent you a link. If you want to join tonight, man, feel free to pull up. So it's definitely not a ton of time. And it's a very short turnaround for the season. So I can imagine out of the guys who people feel like are going to be the top recruits, or prospects in the draft, I wonder if this affects who you end up drafting, right? On the count of who is most prepared. So in our last stream, we talked a lot about what I feel like is one of the issues that the NBA has, college basketball has right now. One of the issues, there's a ton of issues with college basketball that we don't have to get into right now. But one of the things that I feel like they have is you have these one and done players, right? And so you get these guys who are in for one season in the NBA and one season in college. They come to the league 18, 19, 20 years old. And what happens is they 3 years in, 4 years in, and they haven't reached the full potential. And folks are like, yeah, they've been starting for 3 years, but it's only been they still new to the game. They're still new. And a lot of excuses get made for them. I'm not talking about nobody in particular. So please don't put that on me like I'm hating or whatnot. So you understand what I'm saying? And then where you get some guys who come in, you get the Luka Doncic's, the damn Trae Youngs, the Jason Tatums, the dudes who get straight to business after only 1 year of college. Obviously, Luka Doncic didn't go to college, and he had a lot of growth, which is also why I think the LaMelo Ball transition makes sense. But you have a lot of these young prospects who didn't even have great college careers, you know what I'm saying, but are touted to be top picks and coming up, and they're only going to have less than a month with you to prepare. So if it's important for me to win an NBA championship next season, 72 game season, we need to turn around. Am I going to use my draft pick to get a prospect who's not going to have enough time to develop, or am I going to use that draft pick as a resource and trade it with a team who needs some building block pieces for down in the future? That would be the biggest question that I feel like a lot of these NBA teams would have to answer. Also, I feel like, to me, this also makes me feel like if I got 1 through 3, why I need to make a move immediately to get my guy LaMelo Ball. Because to me, this is me talking. I know the transition from Melo into the NBA is going to be smooth. I don't care if he had 3 hours. If they called him the night before and said jump in the game, I got my man Fahara Vision jumping in here. What's up, my guy?
What's going on, bro?
What's happening? I don't know if you've been listening, but right now I'm talking about the projected start date for the NBA is they're trying to get it started December 22nd. So they want to. I don't know who this dude is, man. I got to get this guy off my screen, man. He got me looking crazy out here. But so the anticipated start date is November 22nd, and to me, I'm as a fan, I'm excited about that. I'm hyped. Bring it back as soon as possible. Shit, I was the bubble shit had me so pumped. I don't mind if they start tomorrow. You feel me? I'm so hyped to get my dog LaMelo in the league. That shit, I want him to start tomorrow for that reason by itself. You feel me? However, damn, think about this: the draft, November 18th, the first game, December 22nd. That's a month and a few days of finding out what team you're on. You ain't even got time to get a house all the way yet. You feel me? If you're gonna buy something, it take you 30 days to close. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, to me, that's unprecedented. I feel like it might be a setup for some of these young dudes. What are your thoughts on the?
Well, when I seen it, I was me personally. I'm ready for the NBA to start back for sure.
Facts.
Now that is a fact. But my thing is that say for instance, LeBron James, the Lakers, and the Heat, they stayed the whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody else probably should be rested up, but they stayed the whole time. So I was looking at this thing on Danny Green talking today. He said if they were to try to ask them to start the season before Christmas, he said it's quite a few Lakers team members said they wouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I have to take that in consideration when I'm talking about that. Is that they spent the whole time in the bubble, away from their families and things like that. And you got little kids in 3 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can understand that situation, but from my understanding, if they start the NBA season back, it wouldn't be in the bubble. It'll be at actual gyms. They'll actually be traveling like baseball teams, like the baseball teams do
and
now.
Football,
For sure. They in particular said baseball. Wow, I don't know. But so they saying that if it do start back, it wouldn't be in the bubble, but they'll be traveling. And that's a situation like when I sent you the video, there's a situation where you got everybody like one person catch COVID, it can affect the whole team type stuff. You know what I'm saying? By them being at home and then getting on the bus, going to work and things like that. So I'm down with it. You know, I if they agree to it and they fine with it, but if they not fine with it, I completely understand as well. That makes sense.
Yeah. I am, like I said, I'm with you. I'm down for it. I guess I hadn't even thought about, and you know what, you did see me this video, bro, and I hadn't even looked at it. I seen your message with it, and then so I just like pull it up. But it's from young Adrian Waters. Now we might get into that, play that a little bit later.
He basically is just piggyback off of what we talking about anyway.
So to me, I hadn't even, and my man here say Zoe ain't even bought a house yet, and that's the same thing. Zoe don't even know what team he playing for next year. You know what I'm saying? Could be getting traded. You feel me? I got to log out, bro, but definitely he joined Brandon class. That's a big fact. So I agree. Selfishly, I want him back on the court immediately. You feel me?
Yeah.
LeBron, everybody, AD, take 2 months, bro. Go get in a hyperbolic chamber. Go meet with your trainer and the whole vibe, and then get back to the basketball. You feel me?
Right.
I'm out here whipping the damn leash, the whatever that shit called. I need him. Get on the court, bro. I'm a football guy, but I love the basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
What I love about basketball is basketball to me is one of the only sports where you can have a dude like LeBron James. Like I like things where when I look at you do it, I'm like, nah, bro, I couldn't even do that. You know what I'm saying? And then you get a dude like LeBron who can literally dribble the ball up the court, score, go back on the defensive end, stop you from scoring, and then go down the other side and score again and affect the game. Like you can't do that in football. You rarely have dudes who could stop you on defense, come back on the offense, then score on you, and then be able to do that by themselves. I could be on the court with LeBron James versus two other high college prospects, and we could still win just because they can't stop LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what receiver you give me. If I'm quarterbacking, I could be throwing it to Antonio Brown. I could be throwing it to Mike Evans. It's not going to be great. You know what I'm saying? He could be, it don't even, you might be able to stop him because I can't get him the ball. You know what I mean? Like if I'm at receiver and you quarterbacking, you know what I'm saying? Like, or Tom Brady could be the quarterback and I still might not catch that shit. Basketball, completely different.
Yeah.
But one of the things that, and this is what I was just talking about, is the prospects. So you got the draft on the 18th. You then have folks having to be prepared to play their first game. How does this affect the way that you draft, right? So if you're a team like the Knicks, you expecting to, in this draft, we're building. We need whoever we get to come on our team and make us better. We are the Minnesota Timberwolves. We need whoever this is that we pick up to make us better tomorrow. Same thing, Charlotte. We need to get better tomorrow. Golden State, we need to get a little bit better, but we're going to be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
does this change what you do? If you a top 5 pick, does this mean that now all of a sudden what I'm doing is I'm finna trade the pick away because I'm not finna risk it all and I only got a month with you. If you go take Cole Anthony in the top 10, you're not getting your bang for your buck if he starts 30 days. You know what I'm saying? What's the boy name? Green. The other guard who they talking about who's up there with Melo. I just forgot his name.
Yeah.
The kid from Georgia. Do you want him to come in and put the load on his back? The same way we've seen Atlanta do with Trae Young. Same way we've seen the Mavericks do with Luka Doncic. The same way what we've seen Jason Tatum have to carry a load in Boston. Who in this draft class can you count on in that short period of time to like really be effective? Jalen Green, that's his name. Yeah,
I believe the top three, I think go in and do. I think they'll go in and do their thing. The top 3 for sure. Like that's me personally, but this is my thing. Even about the NBA talking about they coming back. Like if they come back on before Christmas, say for instance.
Yeah.
Over half not going to even play the first 6 weeks.
Over half the who?
Rookies. They won't play the first 6 weeks. The only rookie I can see playing is the top 3 rookies they got drafted. Them the only ones I can see going in the game starting if they start before Christmas. Just the top 2. Just the top 3.
What make you say that?
Because put it like this. The top 3, they go into teams that really need them.
Yeah.
Beyond that, we can start who we have last year. You know what I'm saying? We can start whoever's on the team, and then we could just build you until January the 21st. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I can see the rookies that's only probably going to be starting, if starting anything, would be the top 3, and I believe they would probably start their first game.
Hold on, hold on. I just caught something here. I just pull up this draft prospects from the projected draft stuff from ESPN. Okay, do you see this here? So they got Anthony Edwards number 1, which to me that's blasphemous. That's just as blasphemous as folks was saying whenever I said when I compared Lonzo Ball to PJ Tucker. Folks was on my head about that a little bit. But this is even worse. First of all, you got Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's wild. But then tell me why you got LaMelo Ball from the USA.
Yeah, because they did that. That's on all his stuff. I actually seen this exact one. USA on all of his stuff because they're not going to put the team overseas on it. They're going to say he's known as a U.S. player that went overseas. So he's from 18 because they don't see that team being a college or, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. But this USA is literally on all his stuff. Like I seen this actual page. I seen it when they first released it. Yeah. And so everything I've seen this ESPN or some kind of big sports place, they put
Mhm.
USA. They don't put a high school. They don't put.
To me, bro,
You
they
see
are
how you
doing.
see RJ Hampton? You see RJ Hampton? He'll say USA too. Go down some more.
Yeah, I see him here. I see him here.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, man. That's some. And I guess they got my man here from Serbia, and yo, at least put Spire. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I don't know. No, I guess that wasn't his last place, but
yeah.
and I guess you can't say Australia because he wasn't from Australia, but he's got some stops on here. I guess that I look at it and I'll be like, yo, what y'all doing is you trying to like erase his history. You feel me? They that bad don't want to say that he is from the United States. Let me do this. Actually, I think I got my,
Yeah,
you know
but they do that for like all players. It's like if you're an American player and you played 4 years overseas, when they come back, you just gonna have USA
that's
on your
whack
thing.
to me.
Yeah,
That's whack. That's whack as hell. That's whack as hell.
yeah, but that a lot of American basketball players, uh, they go through that because they don't. Some of them don't even go through the draft. They just go straight to a team.
Yo.
So yeah, it always say you that.
All right, so let's look at here. So right now it's BS to me, but let's take a look at it. That's what I'm saying. My dog here say, surprised to say, put JBA, man. Dude, go ahead and throw it on there.
Now
It's already USA. Go ahead and put JBA USA. You feel me?
listen.
Or something.
They'll put Spire before they put that.
Put
Them
JBA
Tino
USA
Hills.
on there, and I'll turn it up. They put JBA USA on buying season tickets, even if he play at a team I don't even live next to.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, they're gonna say they're gonna have Chino Hills on there before they put JBL on there. They don't reckon JBA at all, and it sucks.
They do not. They did a whole damn like documentary basically on his journey and left the JBA a 100% out, which to me was the same thing. Like I said, shit is blasphemous,
Yeah.
but
It's
yeah,
not of their culture, so they're not gonna put that.
which is crazy because it is. Man. There's so many people who criticize the way that the prospects move in the NBA throughout basketball in the United States right now. So for them to not like adamantly support what LeVar and them was doing, like to me, it's crazy for multiple reasons. Because you trying to shit on LeVar, but you don't even realize that you are shitting on all of the 64 plus kids who got involved with it. You know what I'm saying? So in order to stop him, you like we'll shut down all of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of your eligibility, we need that. You know what I'm saying? And to me, even if you don't want him to win, you got to create a situation in which you still give these other folks to get the W, and they took that away from a lot of people. Let me see what
Yeah.
I'm taking over that franchise. They're going to Minnesota, taking over that franchise. I love to see it. Placing Edwards at the top because they hate the fact that LeVar was right. I wonder how folks feel whenever they do this thing where they place these folks at the top and they end up being not right. You know what I'm saying? Like you just be stick to their stomach over it.
The thing is, I believe that they're going off of probably like all around like put like this. They gon' they gonna give more love to these colleges than they do an actual league overseas. So by me saying that is LaMelo was the best in the draft from coming from overseas. Now this guy is the best from college. So that's how they putting it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they for sure LaMelo should be number one because he played in a grown man league. It's until he was 18, he was 17, from 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like they're not gonna recognize that like that. If it was like G League or something like that, they'll probably recognize G League or something like. But they're not recognizing the JBA or the overseas plan. You know what I'm saying? Overseas team. But he most definitely, I believe, going number one for sure. To me, the only way he don't go number one to me, if some money switched around and they say, you know what, let us take this person on the second. got LaMelo Ball on. I mean, on the first pick, you got LaBall on LaMelo on the second one.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying is I could see that happening for sure, especially with Charlotte. Oh no, I'm sorry, Golden
Go
State.
State.
Well, I don't know. I honestly can't imagine a scenario in which Golden State would feel like they need to pick second. Like they are coming back with the stick. You know what I'm saying? Like folks are sleeping on them when they talk about teams for next year in the NBA. But the Warriors, you getting Steph back, the greatest shooter of all time. You getting Klay Thompson back, probably the second greatest scorer shooter of all time. Then you got Andrew Wiggins, who has definitely underperformed his entire career, but he's sliding into the Harrison Barnes role, which they would damn near won 73-9 with a guy with the same skill set. And Harrison Wiggins might be, they all young as hell, but is younger, probably more athletic than Harrison Barnes. And what Harrison Barnes was doing, he was folding a little bit in those last time. But then you got Draymond. All of those dudes are well rested. They ain't played since March, so they should have some chemistry going. To me, the Warriors gotta stick. So why they would use that pick to take anybody and not like get a solid veteran piece to me is Golden State will need help. But that's what I'm saying. They might need help in the front court, as my man here is saying. But what I'm saying is use that pick to go get your help in the front court. Give that pick up to somebody who, like New York, we need
that.
Tell New York, give us Mitchell Robinson, and you got LaMelo. Golden State is pulling the trigger on that. I mean, New York is pulling the trigger. Mitchell Robinson, shot blocker. That's come on, man. That should be bananas.
Like if this the thing is, if LaMelo was to go to the biggest market in basketball, the New York Knickerbockers, like I honestly see. Listen, with all the stuff you say doing, New York, New York would have blow it out.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I honestly think the Timberwolves really want them, and that's why I think that they wouldn't give up their first pick and choose under. If they do, I'm telling you, it's a lot of trading and money involved.
Here's what I say: the Timberwolves is one of those franchises who is historically bad.
Right.
They will do something dumb like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of Timberwolves decision that could be made. You feel me?
Right,
like we got a great opportunity here, and like we're not going to take it because that's who we are. You feel me? That's the same shit with like Charlotte, and that's how I know that they not gonna make any moves because they historically bad. Like they don't understand when to take the risk and when not to take the risk. You feel me?
I feel you, but this thing, I just watched this whole interview with Michael Jordan. I forgot the guy named the interview, an older Caucasian guy.
The one that was the smoking the cigars that's
with
floating around?
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, I watched the whole interview. Like Jordan literally said in the interview, like, we're not going to get a LeBron James. We're not going to get you know what I'm saying, or Michael Jordan. He was like, they don't want those type of basically saying they don't want those type of players in those small markets. You know what I'm saying? Like Zion going to the Pelicans was a bust for the NBA.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So Michael Jordan said if he get the opportunity to get a LeBron James, he gonna get it.
Yeah. 100%. And this is what I said, and we talked about this on the last stream too, is to me, that is the best case scenario for a Jello ball, Mellow ball combination. So to me, if let's say Charlotte drafts LaMelo, we get him there. We know that we only have an extended period of time before he can like get out of there, right? Typically, folks do that around. I think you got to get through your first 2 contracts before it just makes sense for you to get to another place. Melo might be in a different situation, or at least he would have been if he would have stayed with the brand financially to just make the move. Like, I don't even need the money. I just want to be where I want to be. So what I'm saying is that a place like Charlotte, it to me just makes sense to be like, look, Melo, we want you to stay here long term. We drafted you. We will bring your brother in. We will get your other brother because in a year or so, if he don't get his shit together, we could. It wouldn't be that hard to grab a Zoe from somewhere else. We will do what it takes. Get you here. You stay here, and shit. It'll be the ball circus. And you, LeBron James, in the next 20 years, bro. We need that. Stay here. We'll do whatever it takes. The same promise that Magic Johnson made to LeVar when he thought Zoe was gonna be that dude of like, yo, we'll bring your son here. You know what I'm saying? We'll make this the whole thing. We'll at least put him on South Bay. And Zoe's situation, I believe, didn't pan out. So they was like, bro, we're not finna to take the heat and we're not getting the return on investment that we was hoping. I think that to me, that is the I think if Michael Jordan says I'm going all in like that and pulls that trigger, then them getting Melo or doing whatever it takes makes sense in the short term. To me, back to what we were talking about is that I could see how an organization like Charlotte would be afraid to pull the trigger on one of these young prospects. Well, honestly, maybe not, because do we think Charlotte is trying to win a NBA championship next season?
That's the thing. Like I said, how Michael, like he said, like he's like, I've even learned a lot since I've owned Charlotte. So it's like he's getting better at the business. And I think that he got the possibility to be as good as business when he fully understand it. I think he got the possibility to be to Michael Jordan of that field. You know what I'm saying? When he really understand it, but he down. But my thing is, this is my only thing about Charlotte. The only way Charlotte gonna get something like that if Timberwolves gonna draft him and then he get traded to Charlotte. That's the only way that I can even see that LaMelo goes anywhere like that. And that's the perfect world for me and you. You know what I'm saying? Go to Charlotte, and then they say, yo, go give us let's go Pelicans, go give us a ball. But you know, his brother take anything to go over there with his brother.
100%.
Like I'm talking about a straight pay cut. You know what I'm saying?
I seen Ball Facts did a video about this a long time ago, and I hadn't even put it together, and I was like, yo, that's actually a great idea. The Terry Rozier trade for Lonzo.
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah,
straight up trade. Yeah. I feel like, to me, if I'm the Pelicans, that makes sense because I need an extra score out there, right? The game is about points. Who could put the most points on the board? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you believe in Drew Holiday's defense, you believe in Brandon Ingram's commitment to playing better defense this year. You got Zion. You got some bigs down low who might be able to do some shit. Bringing in Terry Rozier, go ahead and get my boy Zoe up in Charlotte and let's run the ball, bro. That I would take a road trip to Charlotte to go to that game. I'll be there December 22nd.
Yeah, I think Charlotte be probably a perfect place for Lonzo. I mean, he'd be star player. He'd be number one on the team like he used to be in. Yeah. So I think that'll get him back in his comfort zone that he missing right now. Like Zion's so much bigger. You know what I'm saying? Than Lonzo last year. And Lonzo played a good year until he got in the bubble.
Look, man, don't make me hate on Lonzo, man. So I'm not gonna respond to that. He definitely had a run in that season last year where he was playing better than normal for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And definitely the bubble was a rocky patch for him.
Yeah.
But I think that I feel like, to me, while I also would be hyped to see all of them play together in Charlotte, I feel like I would rather see them in the big market.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If they ever play together, it's only going to be, I can't see it either New York or the perfect team for them to play for, or LA. LA is just the perfect situation in the world, but I don't think Bron having that. But Bron trying to play to Bronny get there, bro.
Exactly. Bron not going nowhere no damn time. And he just too good right now. He too good, man. He surprised me last season with with how good he ended up being, like down the stretch. I expected him to taper off a bit, you know what I'm saying? Especially in them last two games where it was like all on the line after the whole thing. He looked hella good.
Yeah.
And I feel like if he does do this thing where he decides to hold out on December, you know what I'm saying? Like and become back rested. I feel like if anything, it hurts him more that they going 72 games again. You know what I'm saying? And not
Mm.
like trying to cut it down to like 50 or something.
Yeah, but that to me, that's like another ring being given away. That's how they're gonna see it. Like if they do that, they're gonna be like those 2 years don't really count. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want LeBron to have those rings based off of that. Because the NBA gonna be a beast next year. Everybody that's hurt gonna be back. You know what I'm saying? Better than they ever had. They surges, recuperated.
Rested.
I'm telling you, the NBA is gonna be a beast next year. So
Yeah.
it's like it'll suck for them to shorten the season up, and then they fight so hard, and then be like, you know what? Y'all didn't play 72 games. Like,
Mm-hmm.
was it 82 games? Y'all didn't play like all
Yeah.
the games, so it kind of don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I would. I feel like that's also probably the reason why the Lakers need some rest.
and the
Is
Heat.
in the Heat is yeah, man. It's going to be a season next year. Like everybody's back at full strength when it jumps off. So to be at the disadvantage because you just won, like to me sucks. You know what I'm saying? You got to worry about KD and the NBA be on BS where opening night they going LeBron, they going Lakers versus Nets opening night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit they would do. And then and this I bet you this is how they set up shit. So opening night would be on the 22nd. Lakers versus Nets. Christmas Day, Lakers versus Clippers. You know what I'm saying? Or Lakers
Mhm.
versus Golden State Warriors. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that kind of back to back. And it's like, bro, we just come off a championship. Y'all got us against these dudes who ain't played in a year and a half. That'd be some BS.
Yeah, like I said, if they do bring it back, it's going to be something in that area. But my thing is, we can't. We just really got opinions into the draft because when the draft hit, that's when a lot of trading go on. You know what I'm saying? As far as actual teams, not just not the people that's being drafted.
Yeah.
So, it's like I don't know, man. I ain't even think of Melo going to Charlotte until you said it. That would crazy dope
Mm-hmm.
situation, man, for Melo to go there. But I can't see it. The Timberwolves want him too bad. They actually meeting with him tomorrow.
Yeah.
They flying down to Detroit to meet with him tomorrow. So yeah, I think that's too much of a dream world for us, AB man. That's too much of the perfect situation.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, man, let it happen though. Let's see. All right. So somebody brought up some shit in the comments, and I honestly, I'll be honest, I had not watched the latest episode of Ball and the Family,
I seen it, yeah.
but I feel like I have heard about this in passing. Like this has been in conversation for a while. So I'm gonna pull up some stuff. All right, hold on, let me fix this. Oh, I'm trying to watch me take the game to the next level. Oh, is that the Ball Sports? All right, so look, let's see. I found an article about it, the Ball Sports Complex. Then what I will do is so you said you seen the
Yeah.
latest episode. What did they say about it?
They was in the talks of building like a super big baller brand platform
Yeah.
where yeah, this year right there, or 10 courts and just a all around sports center.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's something they looking to do in the future. It from the looks of it looks like a beautiful place. And my thing is, man, LeVar Ball, like, he a genius. If he put this together, if he put this together and actually build this place, people won't be thinking about the shoes no more. They won't be thinking about the clothes no more. They won't, you know what I'm saying? They won't necessarily be thinking about everything else. They're gonna be like, look what he doing in the community. Y'all said all this stuff about this man. Now he built this because that's what he's doing it for. He's doing it for the community.
Yep.
So I think that's the also see the 10 courts. Yeah, the few courts. I think they said 10, but I don't think there's 10. But they said 10. But
No, it's
that's a court right there.
This is 8 here,
8.
9, and they might have outside one or some shit. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, but that's the goal for him to build it. I mean, he can build the whole league. Like he can do the JBA in the establishment like that because he got the stadium, he got the practice course where the teams can come practice.
Yep.
Like I think this honestly by seeing that place, I think that's what he's doing. Yep. I think that he's eventually if he do that, he's going to bring the JBA back.
Yeah. So I would say this. I didn't see this episode, like I said, but I have heard about this being an ideal for years now. You know what I'm saying? Since before the JBA, there was this talks, right? And like you said, part of the conversation that I remember hearing is like, yo, this would be an opportunity to have like, so for instance, you look at the JBA, a lot of the knocks on it was the cost of having to rent out all of these different courts, having to, and how expensive that was, and then having the training facility, right? They trained over in Orange County, that was expensive, and it was at like one of these type of gyms where there's a bunch of courts and folks, and you got to rent them out and all of that stuff, so that was costly. And one of the things that they noticed was like, yo, we can like think about the Drew League. The Drew League don't travel, but then every game is packed out, right? Everybody show up there and they play basketball. So you have one central location. You have all of these players come in. You look at the tournament that they do on ESPN, the basketball tournament. They do it over the summer, I believe.
Yeah.
And then you have all of these folks come here, and then you run those type of events. So you got an event space, like you said, where you can bring in all these AAU tournaments and all of that. And the best part is, shit, it got the big ass BBB on the side of it. The merch is gonna be flowing in there.
Right, they're gonna have a store. They're gonna have stores in it, just like a stadium.
Exactly, right. And so come through. You're gonna pick up your some BBBs. Who my man LeVar gonna be in the building? Damn there, it's gonna be that's a movie, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, that'll take away from all the other crap they got to say. You know what I'm saying? Even if the boys are successful or if they not successful, if I put it like this, man. He not just doing this thing for his boys, like he doing it in like for a whole culture of people.
Yeah,
you know, and LeVar probably gonna be big. Like depends on what Melo do. He probably gonna be bigger because I know he bigger than all the boys now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like people know LeVar that necessarily don't know Jello like that, but they know LeVar because you see the so. He doing it for a whole culture, and I think if he can do this, man, it's gonna open up so many jobs and affect a lot of people.
Yeah, bro, this is and that's a fact, right? And if you really think of, and people don't give him enough credit for, like literally putting Chino Hills on the map.
Right, I had never heard of that place.
I never heard of that place either. and a lot of folks know of Chino Hills. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, so for one, putting them on the map in that regard, right? When you talk about bringing money to the economy and the community there, you got a 10 course super complex here, and you're bringing in AAU teams or wherever to come in and play basketball. That is a lot of kids coming into your community, right? Yep. You have camps overnight. That's a lot of folks there. There will be people who will show up to this just as like I'm in LA. Like when you have an international brand, right? People travel from out of the country to come to Disney World, to come to Disneyland. They get to LA. They want to see the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Right. They want to see the stars. They want to see the Hollywood sign up in the hills. They go to all of these different places, and I'm telling you that what there would be creating is that type of an environment where if you come to LA, you're like, damn, how far is Chino? Like, I want to go see the Ball Sports Complex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to go get some shots up. I want to do this.
Yeah. I mean, that's the goal that he got planned.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that if they man, that's gonna put him on a whole nother level. Cause that, and the thing is, that's one thing that he loved to do is train. You know what I'm saying? He was a trainer anyway. So it's like that fits his personality, something he can go in every day, check on, do what he loved to do, and help. You know what I'm saying? Help the youth. Cause that, like I said, that's what he was doing anyway. Even with the Chino Hill team and with the kids in the neighborhood, he trained all them together. So it'd be perfect for some that he has the mind to do something like this because it's in him anyway. So
Yeah, and and I think that this also to me speaks to a lot of times people think that like the big baller brand LeVar are just doing shit. You know what I mean? Just moving like like chicken with their head cut off, just trying to grasping for air all of the time. Like, and like I said, man, this is some shit that I heard them talking about and trying to put in motion 2 years ago. And so when I think about that, and you hear LeVar tell stories about like, I had a plan for these boys before they was even born. You know what I'm saying? I already knew it was going to be a Laker. I already knew. It just speaks to it just adds credence for me to those type of like proclamations of the fact that he's like, I y'all thinking this shit is just some like fly by night. And even to that, right? When I think about, we had this conversation a lot of times about the core group that started it, right? With the LeVars, the Alan Foster, Tina, the boys, the whole thing, right? Even to me, I think that it speaks to your thought process, to your own personal like understanding when you know who to pick up the phone and call to get shit done. You know what I mean? And I
right.
don't think that LeVar gets enough credit for being able to put people in place continuously to continue to move whatever he's got going forward. Most folks would have took that hit with the Alan Foster situation and folded.
Right.
He doubled back, went and got Chris Rivers from Nike, who is somebody who like was over their grassroots department, basketball. I'm not sorry, not from Nike, but Adidas. And then now you look at the play of we trying to start our own arena, and we got the dude who did that. You got Wayne Moreno, who is a high school hoops guy in LA or in Southern California for a long time. So the shit just end up coming together, man. Like it's like they've been planning on that for years.
Yeah. And it's good to see. Like the one thing I do like about LeVar, college, yeah, yeah. But the one thing I do like about LeVar, like I put many people in that category. Getters. Like if he say he gonna do it, he do it.
Yep.
And the thing is, I'm not sure it's going to be this. Cause like if you hear the conversation when you watch the show, it was more like we need a gym type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, yeah, like our own complex, like our own spot. So if it's a building that's already built, then he can just buy. I feel like he'll do it. I think this is just like a goal, like a dream or a platform. You know what I'm saying? But even if it's not this building, I can see LeVar buying somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And to build to something like that. Like that's it, man. That's just beyond beautiful. But I believe if he do that, he gonna have Jello in the NBA. Well, on the G League, and he gonna have two boys in the NBA. And he got people that will bag him on this project.
Yeah.
So the money is there. I think the money could be made.
I would say, man, I think that what's interesting is obviously you need the space, you need the land and all of that. But this is huge, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like this complex or whatnot. So if you're going to do it, and I like legitimately, I remember like them talking about coming from like meetings to secure permits and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I will even tell you this, right? This is how small the world is like, and this is how small the world is I know some people who hit me up. They work for like insurance companies, and they were looking at securing land to have something like this in Ohio as well. So while Melo was here, so one of my guys was like, "Yo," and because he knew I was out there with them, he was like, "Yo, it's so crazy! Like, I never even really was into it like that. And then all of a sudden, like I was just on the phone with folks talking about Ball Sports Group and you know what I mean, and making those type of moves. So they have a lot of stuff coming, man, and it's crazy because I feel like the streets think that it's over, think that it's dead, and like obviously, as you can see, like it should look like it's just beginning, which
Yeah.
to me makes sense when you look at. I say this all the time, man. But when you look at the trajectory of most uh sportswear or most sports companies and brands and shit like that, you know what I mean? Like nobody gets it right in the first like 3 years. Like they all evolve, they all change, and things end up being uh uh taking a kind of longer road, longer trajectory than most folks find it to be, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like when I do my one thing I'm good is entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And I've been an entrepreneur for a long time now. So
Mm.
when I do my entrepreneur classes and I talk to new people that's opening up business,
So hold on. You say you do classes like you teach entrepreneurship?
yeah.
Okay.
Like when I was, like I said, I just moved to California, but I was in Memphis when the small business events come to Memphis. Like they teach they want me to come and speak about marketing promotion because that's what I'm licensing,
Okay.
marketing and promoting the business. But it's like I tell them, if you made 100 a profit out, like after taxes, after everything, if you make $100 in profit in 3 years, your business doing good. You know what I'm saying? Like if you close, because you normally lose more at the beginning that you get better day by day, just like if it's t-shirts. You start off a business at 25 t-shirts. Those 25 t-shirts maybe $8-10 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So now you spend that because you get such a small amount.
Yeah.
But now you're on about 1,000. Now those t-shirts $2. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because you ordering about 1,000. So you making more money. You know what I'm saying? With the 2,000 t-shirts that you made with the $20. You know what I'm saying? With the $8 t-shirts you would sell with $20.
Yeah.
So that's why I say when I see what he doing, it's like when he say something and I put like this, cause he got the entrepreneur mind, even if he didn't know how to do it. Like
Mm-hmm.
some
Yeah.
people just born with it. I think it's genetic. Everybody ain't got it. You
Yeah.
know, but when I hear him say something, I'll be like, he playing. I automatically know he just talking. When I seen this, I was like, this makes sense because he was a trainer. That's what he loved to do. So
Mm-hmm.
if he can build something in LA like that, and I can only imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like he would die happy,
Yeah.
because that's what he loved to do anyway, is train these boys, train these kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see some of the best high school coaches or even college coaches like, I like what you're doing, man. I'm gonna come through, just my family need to be taken care of, cook, just I'm willing to move here. I can see people opening up their lives like that to support what he doing,
Yeah.
even if it's just a little, start off like a community center type
Yeah.
situation. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? But I believe it'll work. That's a great business move.
Yeah. I think, man, it's such a. I feel like what makes me feel pessimistic and feel like damn, like what you just said. In a perfect world, folks would be like, "Yo, bro, we see what you're doing. Like this is epic. Like we want to be a
Right.
part of it." But to me, that is what should have been happening on a large scale many moons ago. You know what I'm saying? When the JBA
Yeah.
started, when even the whole brand is and the whole was going. And I feel like you did have people do that on different levels, but I feel like the bigger it got in the you seen the media turn, then you started to see like folks, like let me step away. Like the JBA should have been a no brainer for folks who like Diddy and all of these people. Like, yo, I'm
Mhm.
trying to buy a team. I'm trying to buy a league. I'm trying to get in. You know what I mean? Like folks who trying to put money together to get into these systems, and the systems won't let them in. To me, it just that would have been the no brainer decision. Like, oh, you starting something? Y'all got it up and running, bro. How can I help? You know what I mean? And we didn't see
They,
that, so it makes me nervous and this is one of the things that I appreciate about them is that they move without expecting anybody to
Mhm.
jump in and help out like that. We're gonna move in a way that we can make things, we can accomplish things on our own. Also, I know you said like a little community center. You feel me? The big balls don't do nothing little. You feel me?
I'm just saying, like, even if there was like a, you know what I'm saying, like, it, I think that's how bad he wanted to do it. If he had to start there, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
B-
got you.
Yeah, but as a whole, man, I just think that that's right there would be an awesome situation
Yep.
to help a lot of people, man, and build what he really want, cause that's what he really want. He wants something.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
I,
what I'm at.
you think I can't imagine though, like at this point, my dog still wanna to train, like to be there every day, you know what I'm saying? Training.
And he's not gonna be there every day. Now this,
Yeah.
I'm talking about a safe haven for those kids. Like I said, even what he was doing Chino Hills with his house,
Yeah.
like they still utilize their other house
Hmm.
for training and stuff like that.
I feel like which is one of his brothers kind of took it over and moved in there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like they still over there. They still use their place. And like I said, he always been deep in the community.
Yeah.
So like that situation is just the perfect idea. I really wanted to work out, you know, and people to actually be involved. But another thing I want to tell you, talking about the rappers and stuff, man, like they can't be a part of that because they got deals with other people's. You know what I'm saying? With other companies and
Yeah.
things like that. Like DJ Khaled, he can't do that. He signed with Jordan. Drake, he can't do that. He signed with Jordan. You see what I'm saying? Puma, you
Yeah.
got he can't do that. He signed with Puma.
Yeah.
So it's like and on a bigger scale, you got people like Diddy and Jay, and they got stuff with everybody, the NFL, the no stuff like that.
Yeah.
They can't be involved in it. It's totally against what they want us to have.
Yeah.
So
And and that's, I feel like that is partially why they have kind of developed that mindset of we just got to get the shit done on our own. You know what I mean? Like we know that, and we got to move, and kind of that's the way you have to do it. And I think that is so crazy to see how much they have accomplished without the major cosign of like all of the people that you would feel like would be like next in line to be like, bro, you doing something epic. We're gonna come down with you because this is amazing, right? Everybody has these business interests that don't allow them to kind of do what to be a part of it the way that they should be a part of it.
yeah, and that's for sure. Like Jay, he knew he couldn't do nothing, right? He
Yeah,
knew he could do nothing. So what he do? He bought 5 pair of shoes.
yeah.
Once big,
But
you know what
see,
I'm saying?
here's the thing: is that if you're Jay and you I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman, you could do something if you want to do something. You
Nah,
make
he
the call. You say, Puma, bro, we finna get this going. There's ways to kind of maneuver and do different things. You know what I'm saying, and make it happen. If despite your business interests, not despite your business interests, because obviously you should. You know what I mean? It makes sense to have your interests, you know what I mean, top of mind and be moving in best interest for yourself. But
Mhm.
like you should be able to manipulate your, you know what I mean, the situation in order to make all of it make sense for you.
Not if you're willing to give up some things. That's what I'm saying. Like we have that mindset because we ain't got all the money and we ain't been in the situation where we filthy rich. You know what I'm saying? When you get to a certain lifestyle, you won't stay used to that lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, when none of them cats, I believe all of them cats probably want to help. Even Ye wanted to, you know what I'm saying, come in and and talk some stuff out, but he signed with Adidas now. Like I'm just saying, like one thing I say about Kanye, he owned his stuff. He owned all his stuff. So that's the difference between Kanye and Jay-Z too.
Yeah.
Because Jay-Z don't even own his music. So the entrepreneur in me is like, Jay never gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless LeVar had some kind of deal with the NBA and they had a partnership, then I could see all the rappers and all them people jumping on board. Because
Here,
the companies,
here's what I can say, man, is that um so yay to me, Ye is a good example of this, right?
Mhm.
Is that from so we all seen that shit where Kanye came out and he was in at the game in
Yeah.
where was it? Belgium. Showed up at the game in Belgium, right? So I'll tell this story, right?
Okay.
So this was dope. And then at the time I had to keep it secret, you feel me? But
Okay.
so we are in Belgium. We are in Belgium for maybe like I feel like a week almost or something. It was a long time. It was a bunch of crazy stuff happened while we were there, but that's besides the point. So one morning, and like I said, when we were there, LeVar LeVar was out there with us. Alan Foster was moving back and forth between like United States and meeting up with us at the JBA tour. So Alan shows up one day and is like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, ooh, whatever. The next morning, I'm at breakfast and I'm sitting down with LeVar. We talking, and he's like, yo, she's getting crazy. You know, he probably didn't say that. That's me talking. He's like, yo, she's getting crazy. Two things. He's like, yo, we just had the conversation last night, and like Melo is probably going to leave the team. So we knew that he was going to be gone. Maybe like I'll say maybe like a week and a half. I say a week and a half, but it felt like everything felt so long there, right? So I say we was in Belgium for a week. It might have been like 4 days, but it felt like forever. So he says, yo, Melo is going back to United States to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? We looking at teams, you know what I mean? Go down the list of all of the schools that they trying to see, and then it was like we're leaning towards this Spire school, whatever, right? So that's dope. So that's kind of like sad. Then they kind of are still toiling with the decision of like, all right, so after Melo's going, like, what do we do? JBA USA, all of that stuff. And then he's like, and we're going to meet Kanye West today. So Kanye West was in somewhere else in Europe and then hopped on a private plane and flew to Belgium to meet with them, right? So we had breakfast and he telling me this, and I'm a Kanye fan. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm a fan. So I'm like, yo, what do I need to do to be able to go meet him with y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be security. I'll ride in the back. I won't speak. I won't make eye contact. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all won't even know. And he's like, So it's just him and Alan at that point. And so I'm hype as hell about it. I'm like, yo, this is super dope. And then so like I said, damn, I remember because I can't remember where it was, but I remember like looking at Ye's like, or it was Ye, and then he had his homeboy, and he traveled with a few folks, like, you know what I'm saying, and this dude named Jaleel or whatnot, and then so I could see where they were at before they flew into Belgium based off their like Instagram movements or whatnot. So it was dope. Then he went down there, and then that's when they like ended up taking the pictures and shit that hit the internet or whatnot. And then it was Ye times BBB, you know what I mean? All of that conversation. So with that, from what I was heard is like a lot of that conversation at the time was Ye, and these people don't realize how dope and how successful the Big Baller brand was. The reason why they was linking up is because Ye was like, how did y'all do what y'all just did? You know what I'm saying? Like, we know that for years we had seen Ye, damn, like, how do I manufacture and I need this, I need the brand, I need the cosign. He's trying to get the Nike deal, royalties, all of this stuff. And he's like, yo, y'all international brand, and it off of what? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you do it? So he was so a lot of people thinking like he's trying to like support or do some shit. He's like, yo, give me the advice. Like, show me the way. You know what I'm saying? And that was the part of the conversation. So that shit was cool because then they came back, and it's so funny because they had this video where they like kind of shot a little bit of like behind the scenes of they had the some video. I'm trying to see what's my ABU fool, but Kenya looked lost at the game like he doesn't watch basketball. Oh, haha. So they had this video that was so funny because it was like LeVar and Kanye talking, and it was funny because it's like if you were going to parody what a Kanye West LeVar conversation would be like legitimately, like that was it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, like I'm Walt Disney. You know what I'm saying? I'm Warhol. You know what I mean? And then LeVar's like I could beat Jordan. You know what I'm saying? We could $1 billion, greatest brand in the world. You feel me? And it's just like those two minds, the two dudes who just hella confident, just feeding off each other. And that of like, yo, this shit is big and big, big, big. And this also is part of the thing that was crazy is like, I guess like they Kanye like brought the paperwork of like, yo, I'm trying to get these deals, Adidas, whoop, 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 all of this stuff. And they like, yo, you bro, your deals. And then so he was trying to get Alan Foster to come help him with his business shit. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
As far as like, no, that's my guy. Like you can't get out here with that bullshit. You know what I mean? Which is crazy to think about. So which also then speaks to why like somebody like Foster would be hella mad once all of this stuff hit the fan and it make it look like he not a credible guy business partner, when he damn near got folks coming to him like, yo, bro, teach us what you know you've been moving. And then now y'all
wow.
So that's part of what I believe is like what frustrates him the most. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point you would be till whatever come out or whatever, however that play out, like vindicate his name or whatever. Like folks is like, I don't know. You know what I mean? So to me, that shit was crazy. And then like him showing up at that that game was even more crazy because nobody even knew that. So I knew that he was coming the first trip when they took the picture or whatever, and I felt like I had missed that shit. And then we at the game, and I think that somebody mentioned like, bro, somebody gonna be crazy in the building tonight. It's gonna be wild. And I was like, who? Like, what you talking about? Like, who was? We in the middle of nowhere, Belgium. Like, what's the biggest? The capital of Belgium is Brussels. And we were like an hour and a half, 2 hours, I believe, away from there. You know what I mean? So we were like middle of nowhere. And so they drove to Brussels to meet Kanye when he flew in. So I'm thinking like, I don't know who could be at this game.
Yeah.
So we sitting there, we commentating or whatever, we just talking. And all of a sudden, like, I just hear the crowd rumbling like, oh. And so for me, you know how it is when they do the memes where like black folks see somebody running and they start
running.
I'm thinking, oh shit, it's a fight, like it's going down. And so I keep coming in my head like we are in the middle of nowhere, like at any moment shit could go left, and what are we going to do? So I'm hearing this, so I'm like, I'm getting nervous now. And I look over and it's Kanye West, you feel me? And I'm like, oh, Kanye. Bro, that shit was so bananas, man. The energy in there was so crazy. Like from our team, the other team. And what was crazy about that too is we ended up playing that ball club that we played their junior team, right? They didn't want to, like, they had a team and they didn't want to play. But I got pretty cool with the guy who was the I call him like the GM of their team or whatever. He was telling me that, like, you know, they were on the fence about playing or whatnot, and then after the game, he was like, their A team was trying to suit up. You know what I'm saying? They like, get in the building, yo. We dropped the ball. Like, how do we get in the game? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was the energy was that crazy. Then, like, if you watch that game on the broadcast. My man,
I watched that game. I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember you on that microphone, bro.
Yeah, bro. I left at the game ended. I was like, all right, man, take it over. Bam. He's still commentating for another 5 minutes. I'm over there getting my picture with Ye. You feel me? I went straight to him. I just had the head. Bro, what's up, my dude? And I was so sick because, like, the dude who's a photographer who traveled with us was on some bullshit, and he would not send me the picture. You feel me?
Oh wow!
And so I had to go to the live stream and like screenshot. And I was like, bro, because he, you know how it is, they take a ton of pictures. So I'm like in there, And when he posted it, he cropped me out of it. And I'm like,
wow.
Could you send me the original, bro? If you got one with me in there with the Ye thing, he would not do it. And that shit made me so upset. But then what was even more upset is, so Ye left the court and went to the locker room right away. And I thought he was just like getting out of Dodge. So I like just was on the court, like just talking to everybody, because everybody on the court like, yo, Ye just was here.
Yeah.
Shit's bananas. And like 6 or 7 people just got their pictures with the dude in the back in the locker room.
In the locker room.
And I was like, damn, that's and my dog had his you know what I'm saying, the profile picture game was hot after that. Some of them dudes, everybody like, yo, it's Ye. And I'll tell the second half of the story is that what's so crazy is like that night, like just in Belgium. So folks, the arena was damn near packed, you feel me? But then there was also people who like semi wanted to come, but they was hating a bit, you know what I mean? Yeah. So like we were out at this you know what I'm saying, we would go out or whatnot, have some drinks or whatever. So, you know, we just chipping and talking to folks, inviting them to the game, like, yo, come through, woo, and you know, exchange information with people. And they like, oh, we might do it. So then after that's over, everybody's phone getting blown up, you know, like, where Ye with y'all? Is Ye? These the Belgian numbers. Is Ye like? Is he at the hotel? Like, could we come by? You know what I'm saying? Our hotel is, we get there and there's folks standing all outside the hotel with Ye, and I'm out here selling out. I'm like, yo, yeah, we gonna meet up with him right now. Y'all come with us.
Just selling their drink.
Yeah, bro. That shit was so crazy, man. Folks is, yeah, we'll hang out. I'm like, yeah, coming back through here. I'm texting it right now. That shit. Oh, that shit was hilarious, man.
Yo, what's up, Sports Inside? What's going on?
Sports Inside. What's up, man? You trying to hop on? What's up, man? Nah, that shit, man. That was one of the dopest times ever. And that Belgium shit was crazy too, because there was one point where, and this is some of the like wild part of just being over there in Europe, like you think shit's safe and sweet. And like I remember like I was outside the hotel, and one of the things I was trying to do is I talked to a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? So there was there's this chick who was there, and I was talking to her in the parking lot of the hotel. And some dude drives by in the car, stops his car in the middle of the street, and all I can hear is blah, 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 blah. And he's like throat slashing, cutting, blah, 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 birds, fingers, all of this stuff. And I'm like, yo, like who is that? You know what I'm saying? And she tried to make it seem like, because I'm thinking like, yo, that must be one of your dudes. Like he thinks something's going on that ain't even like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
She was trying to say like he ended up being something like he thought that I was African, and they don't like to see African like refugees talking to Belgian women. It was like one of those dudes or some shit. So I don't know. That was one of the craziest things ever. So I was like, yo, you gotta get away from around me before you end up.
Real quick, man. I know you got some crazy stories about that, man. It's crazy that you actually got to be around like that. And,
yeah,
man. Like I'm telling you, man. I was already watching on YouTube, and when I seen you announcing the game, because I seen you on YouTube, you was kind of talking about some stuff around it, and I seen you like start off the game at the JB. I'm like, damn, I'm so proud of this dude. Like I literally said that. I was like, man, I'm so proud of this dude, man. That was just with the JBA. And then when I found out they were doing the tour, and I was seeing that you were going, I was like, dang, man, my guy done got put on, man. I was happy for you, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, I think that I said this on one of these that we talked before, like people don't realize like that was a dope ass time for multiple reasons. Because yes, that was like out of nowhere. It was like off of this YouTube shit, you know what I mean? And being consistent and kind of creating that content. But then it's also like I like always did film, you know what I'm saying? So going out there hanging out, shooting, doing their social videos. I did a documentary that's on my channel where with Manny, the voice, it's just some like shit. Like literally, we was at not Long Beach, one of them beaches out in LA. We was over there. What is it's a famous beach. I can't remember.
Venice,
Not Venice. It's
Santa Monica.
not Santa Monica. It's dang, it'll that shit will it'll pop in my head in a little bit. But we were out there, Huntington Beach, HB, Huntington Beach.
Okay, yeah.
So it's not like super one of the super duper ones, but it's a decent. And so I was out there vlogging a little bit so I could put some shit for the YouTube. And I remember these girls was like, look at him, he's vlogging. Oh my God. And I was like, we're not vlogging, we're shooting a documentary. And then so like right then I was like, yo, Manny, like we doing a documentary about you today. You know what I'm saying? Just because these girls are talking about me vlogging. So we shot this documentary. And which is crazy because you know what I'm saying, I got so much work off of doing that documentary just as like a filmmaker on some shit that I wouldn't even, you know what I mean? So it's like for me, just being out there with them and having that opportunity shape my perspective in a lot of different ways. And so that shit was crazy. My son came over here for a second and he dipped. So that shit was crazy just from that perspective, man. But nah, man, it was surreal for me too, man.
Yeah, I promise, man. I was looking. I'm like, man. And the thing is, I always wondered. I'm like, how tight is he really with the family? Like that's another thing that because the little videos you put in between and stuff. Because I know when you was at the JBA, you put out more than you put when you was overseas.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, man, I wonder how really tight he is with these folks, man. Like I always wondered that, like how tight this man really is with all these folks, man. Cause I mean, I feel like I'm telling you from the outside looking in, it seemed like everybody was homies.
Yeah,
honestly,
man. From like I said, man, with LeVar and them, bro. Like we used to like literally just have breakfast all the time and talk. You know what I'm saying? Like every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just in that with the USA tour. So that was crazy. With the tour. I say USA tour, but I'm talking about like the world tour thing.
Yeah.
And the one here, it was kind of, I would see folks every now and again, but we were traveling in our own little group. They traveled in their own group. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But shit, man, everybody was super cool. Like, especially the folks who like people will never know, you know what I mean? Who just work behind the scenes and did shit like that. We always like family out there, you know what I'm saying? Like we might do it once COVID hit. We talked about doing like a BBB meetup, you know what I mean? Just with the staff folks, you know what I mean? We went to Vegas. We had like the VIP table in one of the nightclubs, the Aria. I don't know, man. One of them, and we all put it on a bottle. You know what I mean? Like we was out there big chilling, man. So it was dope, man. They had, I guess Lonzo and them had been there like maybe a week or two before us. So they already had like all of this BBB, like screens, like videos, like ready to go. So it was just us, you know what I'm saying? And like one of the owners came to the game and DJ Esco was at the game as well that we did in Vegas. So then he was performing at the nightclub. So it was like we was out there BBB out, and they had it on the screen. It was like so man. I was so oh good.
Go you go ahead, man.
I was so pissed though because we got bottle service, so they gave us one bottle for free, maybe. Then they gave us the other one half off, which still like I had to put in like $120 on me on my portion to get the bottle. 120, and like they was like, no, don't drink it all because such and such is still coming. At the end of the night, it was a bottle of Patron. I picked it up. They was waiting on such and such to come so long that nobody drunk the liquor. $20, it's a half a bottle of Patron, right? So I'm like, shit, nah, this coming with me. You know what I'm saying? So I pick it up and I'm walking around with it, and then I realized, yo, this is the stupidest thing that I've done. Like I got a half a bottle of Patron and I'm trying to sip it because I don't want to waste it. So then I poured it into a cup, and then I'm like, yo, this is even stupider because I'm like trying to give people some. So I'm a dude walking around with a cup, like trying to get folks to take sips out of it. People like, bro, we not crazy. We know what that is. So I ended up having to pour it out, bro. I was so sick, man. $120. It was like $800, $900 worth of liquor we just let go to waste.
Yeah, bro. I don't know about that one, but right, but for sure, man. Dream situation with LaMelo. What's your dream situation with LaMelo Ball on the draft?
Let's
To
see.
kind of get back in that.
My dream situation for him. All right, so I guess, like I said, it's a twofold thing. You know what I'm saying? It is dream situation for what is actually possible and dream situation for what is probably impossible. You feel me?
Well, I'm talking about like for what in your head. Forget everybody else. Forget ESPN. Everybody. In your dream world, what happens with Melo?
All right. So in my dream world, here it is. Bam. All right. In my dream, and I got Sports Inside Angle in the building. What's up, my guy?
Hey, what's up, bro? What's up, Vision? What's up, AD?
What's happening?
Love, bro.
Appreciate y'all, boy. Let me get on here and talk it up with y'all fellas, man. It's good.
Nah, we appreciate you coming through. So let's see. We've been all over the place tonight.
You see, I'm mellowed up. I'm all in. Hey, I'm already. He got me bad shit already. You feel me?
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. This weekend I was at the store. I ordered some poop. I was checking the price. I was like, man, I probably could get in this. I don't know. I'm already
I got a whole lot of shit going on with this pool right about now. I got a lot going on with it.
Yeah.
Real, man. What we talking about though? I was listening to y'all a little bit before I got on.
Hey, so we talking about some stuff there, but we just was getting into the conversation of with the draft coming up, and then with the draft coming up, what's the ideal or the dream scenario for LaMelo? Like, what would you like to see him end up or like have happen in order for him to like, you know what I mean, be in the best situation in the NBA next season?
And who already said what you say?
No. AB for the say here.
Let me see, man. They say that fit look clean, Sports Inside Angle.
I'm jumping in it. I got the shoes. I got mans. Oh man, I don't be crazy. Man.
He already got the Melos.
I got them on.
I
got the Melos.
Yeah. Let me see. So what I was saying was my dream scenario, and I hadn't even thought about this, man. I was on somebody else's like stream not too long ago, and he said some and they was talking about the Knicks. You feel me? And like the Knicks making some moves to get your boy LaMelo. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks got some pieces. They got the Frank Nicolatina cat. You know what I'm saying? They got they got Randall. They got some folks pieces. RJ Barrett. To me, I could see some type of situation happening where
they have to move off of Dennis Smith or one of them guys.
But so to me, like that's what I'm saying is they got enough assets where Dennis Smith obviously like he has some value. You feel what I'm saying? Like
right.
Obviously they got him out of Dallas because of Luka, which makes sense. Anybody would do that. You go to New York, he kind of coming off the bench or whatever, not getting the primetime minutes like you would expect him. But nobody, to me, I don't feel like people think he washed up. So I would love to see the Knicks make some moves, man. If they got to do a three-way situation with Golden State to help get Minnesota off of that pick, or and then be able to make that get down to number one. To me, that would be like the most epic blockbuster Disney movie situation where
Melo ball to the Knicks.
Melo ball to the Knicks at number 1 though. Not even not just moving with Golden State and and hoping he fall to number 2, but like making moves with Golden State, then making moves with the Timberwolves, getting number 1, Melo at number 1 would be the biggest, like, greatest scenario for me, man. If that happened, I would cop the jersey like on that night. You feel me?
You wouldn't be able to get it.
I
stuff now,
bro. I got the connect across the water. You feel me? I would get the bootleg boy if I need to for a little bit.
Little AB in the back, little AB.
Right. We still rolling, man. What's that, man? Come talk to the people.
I've got something to say.
Huh?
I got one good news.
You got one good news.
2 good news.
And 2 good news. Okay.
There's one new game that was just released.
Okay.
Today on the Switch.
Okay.
And I'm
trying to get him to buy something. Hold on, I'll be back.
Huh?
Remember that thing?
You trying to put AB to work? That's what he did. Good news. I bet it is some good news.
He gonna have to do 5 more videos to pay for what this dude wants.
Super chats, man. Where the super chats at?
He got to do 5 more videos to get
I have to put a paper on the side just for
yeah.
I'm gonna see can we get Stella Rose to give us a sponsorship.
Hey, taking all sponsors. You know what I'm saying? We gotta.
Hey, these things, man. I don't know if y'all ever had one, but these things crazy. Stella Rose. Hey, look here, man. It's not too little, not too much, not too little.
Yeah,
by Stella Rose.
Hey, that's what we do. All of us need to put our cash up under our names.
You drop them.
Hey, bro, we're gonna do that.
Yeah. Watch I hit it.
But no. Hey, listen. This is something I was thinking though, because like I want to see Melo on a team where he can probably win. You know what I'm saying? Not just be on a team where it's a big market. You know what I'm saying? And it's a situation where he gonna get all the attention that he wants. You know what I'm saying? Yep. But is he gonna win? This is what I would like to see: a team that's kind of like a semi-threat. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe let me give you a scenario though.
Okay.
Probably not even a scenario that can happen, but imagine if he could get over there with Giannis, and you could have LaMelo and Giannis on the same team. Boy, you'll have a problem. You'll have a serious problem.
That's the only way they're gonna get him to stay.
That would be, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But, and if Melo goes to the West, he's gonna have a tough bill coming right out as a rookie. You know what I'm saying? They try to compete with those guards out there. They got to give him that work. Melo nice though, but he got. My thing is he doesn't play a lot of defense, so he had to get coached up by somebody to get him on defense, because we all know you get confidence when you make defensive plays, and you know what I'm saying, you engaged on the defense. It gives you more confidence on the offensive end. Mm-hmm. And it makes it easier. And it makes it easier for your teammates to see you jacking up from half court, because they know you're gonna D up, you know what I'm saying, and get back. Yeah. But I do want to see my boy pull up from half court. I don't care. Pull up. Pull up, man. Pull up.
I ain't gonna lie. My dream situation for him is to talk some up and go to New York. That's my dream situation. I mean, you gotta think about how much money he gonna make as a rookie in New York. Like, it's gonna surpass Zion money. You know what I'm saying? Like, Zion is one of the smallest markets. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this money for Puma. Then let's say this is a 5-year deal and he get $65 million out of Puma. For sure, guaranteed. Say this is that's the scenario, right? Mm-hmm. Then he go to the biggest name in basketball, the Knickerbockers, and signs with the Knickerbockers. Man, dude, I'm telling you, that's my dream. The expectation
gonna be through the roof, though. It's gonna be just like how it was on Lonzo. Like if he go to the Detroit Pistons, they'll kind of just be looking at him, and you know what I'm saying? It won't be as much pressure. If he go to the Knicks, they gonna want Dubs right away. They gonna want Dubs.
But he can get him because he ain't hurt. Like, dude is
I get it.
100% right now. Him and RJ Barrett, man, I see them taking turns, shooting guard, point guard. Shoot guard, bring the ball up, I bring the ball up.
And that's the thing, though. RJ needs the ball. RJ is not an off the ball player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's just not an off the ball player, man.
So
Well, if they're on the same team, they're gonna have to work that out.
here's the thing, though, exactly.
RJ gonna get on that bench. RJ gonna be on that bang, yeah.
I can see where there are some dudes who like are not off the ball players because they have never played with somebody who can like facilitate you off the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like RJ Barrett, probably no matter what team he's gotten on, the coach is like, bro, you are our best player by far. You got the ball. You know what I mean? So that's all you know. You put him with a Melo, or that's how what happened with a lot of folks with Lonzo. It's like, bro, just run. I'm gonna get you the ball. You're gonna be scoring easier than you ever scored in your life. You know what I mean? So you kind of learn how to be a bit of an off the ball player. In the same way, I be talking about my dude all the time. I be watching his videos. What's his name? Damn, I just forgot. Gilbert Arenas. He talked about he learned as a point guard. He was more of a need the ball in my hand. I'm a scorer type of guy. I'm a black hole.
You got no chill, Gil.
Yeah. And he talked about when he played with Dwight, it got easy for him to facilitate because he was saying Dwight was like, yo, just throw the ball by the rim. I'm going to just dunk it. So he would just drive. He was like, yo, I learned how to play with a big man playing with Dwight because I just realized that this is easy as hell. Like, all I got to do is throw it. So I think you take a dude, hopefully, I really am not sold on RJ 100%, to be honest with you. In my dream scenario, RJ is up out of there. You feel me?
He traded?
He traded.
Nah. He got to stay.
In my,
he got to stay.
They'll put Melo at the 1 and bring RJ over to the 2 spot.
In my dream scenario, he is out of there. And we go get somebody else. Shit, in my dream scenario, I'd rather have go ahead and make the move. Send give us Russell in New York, send RJ there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you gotta do, man. Whatever.
Westbrook?
No, D'Angelo Russell. I'd rather have
D'Angelo. Okay.
I know you can't have D'Lo and Melo on the same team.
I'd rather have D'Lo and Melo than RJ and Melo.
I like RJ.
That's gonna be a fight. If you have Melo and D'Lo on the same team, you might see an actual fight.
Yes, and I would love to see that.
I want somebody to tap D'Lo on the head too, though, because he think he that gas. He ain't that gas.
But
he not that gas.
That's why I know they'll get some shit done, is because they'll be willing to fight each other, and then they gonna have that bond where if you think you on Zelo head, then Melo won't be up on you. We know Melo will throw the hands, so
I'm behind the scenes looking at. I'm you know me. I'm scaling the back wall. I'm trying to see what's really gonna happen, right? And I know how Melo is. Melo's a family guy, man. And I see they out there in Detroit, really working it out. And Detroit is the type of city that's it's a mid-level market too. It's not low end, it's not the super high end, but it's not a low end market. And you could possibly get Jello on a just a walk on. You dig what I'm saying? And then with all the moves that we see going on in New Orleans with Van Gundy, there may be an opportunity to move a piece, and then you got all three in Detroit this year. Big Mouth coming back out the woods, and it's going all the way up. There.
He gonna be a Muhammad Ali. I told you.
Hey,
I told you.
What else would be crazy with that is he'll be in Detroit with the Melo ball team.
It'll be Puma and Big Baller fighting for it.
The whole pop-up shop be live at every game in there.
But this is my thing though. I would have to go up there to Detroit to see that.
Facts.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All three of them fellas on the same team, like literally. I'm gonna have to catch a plane and just go on up there and check that out because that's
they could do that in New York though.
In New York is not is not stable enough to really bring them in. It's like, because that's just a big move, man, to have all three of them dudes on one team.
Yeah,
I mean,
is a
it
huge
can happen, but I mean, I doubt it. I doubt it. But especially if they win something, like if they go to playoffs with 3 ball brothers starting, that's a problem, man. That's a major problem. Then we need to revamp the big baller brand. Like, can we bring y'all need to get signed? What are y'all doing? Go home.
Yeah. I'll put it like this, man. If they can get all 3 of them boys on the same team, I don't care where they go. You know what I'm saying? As far as that. But I mean, the dreams, like I said, scenario with Melo can go to New York and he can sneak his brother on through the door. Now I'm telling you, they ain't got nothing to lose.
J.R. Smith got his little brother in New York. You telling me
his brother is ass though. Like he's not playing any basketball. We want to see Jello on the court.
I'm just saying.
I think he's definitely gonna get the opportunity though, because everybody's gonna know that's gonna give us an extra, chance of keeping Melo, especially if he top tier, and you start to see within the first year or two he averaging 20, 25. Oh man, look, they'll take whoever you got. You want us to get Lonzo too? We'll get him. We'll take whoever.
This is what I was saying earlier about. I know LeVar was hot at Magic, but I think that what Magic said early on is he promised LeVar, like, we will bring Jello in to LA because to put him on South Bay, and because they was expecting, like you just said, if Zoe come in and he the face of the franchise and he giving us 20, 10, and 10, of course we'll take his little brother and we'll do whatever you want.
He wasn't heated up like that.
Exactly. And then they said, you know what? Nah, bro, it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if Melo come in there and fulfill that prophecy, then it's a great shot. They'll damn near have all 3 of them on the team, like you said.
Yeah. If Melo is that deal, like, I'm gonna have to see it though. I mean, Melo night. And so, here's another thing I've been looking at. I've been digging into the numbers. I want to see if there's been a player that has had a gap, where they've grown their percentages, to a level that started off not that good. Because he's gonna have to bring those numbers up. You know what I mean? But I think that's a more of a shot selection issue than him not being able to shoot.
Bro, Jason Kidd. If you look at Jason Kidd numbers versus and compare them to Lonzo rookie season numbers, they damn near the same.
Yeah, they even. Yeah.
And he became one of the damn top 3-point shooters in NBA history after getting that. And they used to call him what they always say this, no Jason Kidd. You know what I'm saying? Ason Kidd ain't got no J. This was Ason because he ain't got a J. You know what I'm
saying? I remember that. Ason Kidd.
So Lonzo has room to improve. It wouldn't be crazy. He wouldn't be the first person to do it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, Jimmy Butler wasn't even playing his first season or two, really. You know,
Chicago.
Chicago. And then all of a sudden, look at him damn near a top 10 player in the NBA right now. What he's looking like.
I used to hate Jimmy Butler, man, when he was young, man, because he still had the same attitude that he has now, but he was super pie. I was like, I can do more than what he's doing in the league, man. I can do that. I thought I could be Jimmy Butler. I could do that. He wasn't doing nothing. I could do that. But definitely, man, I want to see if Melo and Zoe can bring those percentages up. And I think we will get Jello will get at least 2 to 3 opportunities to work out for some teams this year. So he'll have a chance to at least prove himself. And if somebody sees anything, you know what I'm saying, I think he'll get he was with the Blue, right? OKC Blue before before the pandemic.
Yeah, I got you. And like I said, I feel the same way. I think Melo and his sitting down is, can y'all try my brother? This should be in the sitting down. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just
If
saying.
you're the number one pick, it is AB.
Dude,
it is. If you're the number
you
one.
can do that. I mean, look, Magic did it. And he didn't get on the team.
And
But
Magic,
they brought him out for a look at though.
but
With Melo.
I'm not saying that's a deal breaker, but you do go. That's not your first shot. Hey man,
Yeah.
you gonna work my brother out, or we stop talking here? You don't do that. You don't do that, but you do bring it up. Hey man, I have a brother that's he's played in the G League. You know what I'm saying? I want to see if you guys would all extend him an opportunity. You know what I'm saying, to come out.
Shannon Sharp do it to this day about his brother. That might gonna mess up and get his brother in the Hall of Fame. That hey, Uncle Shay say it all the time. I'm telling you, man. When you hear that man talk and he started talking, he's like, and he say, I want y'all to re-look at this Hall of Fame. I want to me, like if that was my brother and I know he can hoop like that, I'm coming in the door with it. You hear me?
It's your brother, though. I feel you supposed to.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm with it. I'm do it. You feel me? Shoot your shot.
Hey, you got nothing to lose.
I just don't see that happening in the way that things have unfolded with the brand and all of that stuff, right? But you know what I mean? Of him being like, yo, I could see him saying like, Melo, I'm with the Puma deal, right? Puma, I'm a sign, but y'all need to cut my brother the bag. He need
no.
Jello
ain't going nowhere, bro.
No.
That's not what
I'm saying. Puma want me because of how I look. Puma is looking at my likeness. They don't have anything to do with Jello. Hey, that's a whole. You can't come over here and dip in this bag now. Hold up. You can play basketball with me.
You already got your own shoes, bro. You already got your own shoes, bro. That we said you already got your own shoes.
Yeah, stay over there with that, man. Stay over there with that. Let me do this.
What I'm saying is,
we gonna do that.
not sign him like a sponsorship deal. I'm saying like in that like Rose thing where it's like hire. I'll put my brother in the budget. He my consultant. He put him in as like I need to be comfortable. I'm gonna be comfortable if I got my brother there to talk.
Hey, listen, AB.
He needs $800K a year. He needs $800K just to make sure I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, dog.
They'll throw the bag at him.
Hey, this what it is, AB. That is not how those beats with it. I don't think they brought up Jello one time in those Puma beats at all.
Bro,
listen, I honestly think if they do anything with Jello, it's to help him get in the NBA. I don't think it's nothing else, bro. Like, I don't even think Jello even called.
Only kind of Jello we talking about is pudding pop. If I'm at the Puma office, the only kind of Jello we mentioning is a pudding pop. Y'all got some Jello pudding pop in here? I need something. I did. Man, listen. Bro, you can't let him get on that bag. He's not even in the draft or anything. They're gonna be like, hold on, man. This is Puma, not Boomer.
Bro, listen, what I'm saying is that they do this all of the time where they just will give your boy the bag because they want to make you happy. And I'm saying like at least have the Melo Jello on the payroll vibe, you know what I'm saying? And then, but to be honest, Jello at the they had the Melo Ball little training camp or whatever. Jello was in that mug with
that's his brother though.
But that's what I'm saying. If that's my
brother, that's what you're saying. At least he's doing something. He's your assistant. He's your manager. He's your role manager. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get it.
If I'm running camps, JJ is my camp director. Jello is my assistant camp director at all times. JJ need 1.5 million a year. Jello need 800,000, and let's get the bag.
Listen,
if you
want see now that's money coming out of my budget though, man.
Yeah,
1.5 out of my hand.
And I don't want it out of my bag. That's what I'm telling them. and I'm hush hush.
Oh, I don't know if you're gonna be able to pull that at the beginning though, because you ain't even
Man,
no shoes or nothing. You ain't did nothing.
I'm gonna look at my 5.6 million. That's what I'm saying. To me, I think you got more leverage.
We don't know though. We don't know.
You got more. You got more leverage with the sneaker company than you do with the NBA team. So I can get.
Now that's a fact.
I can get you.
I wouldn't say that though. I wouldn't say that.
I can get you on the roster. I can get you a bag though.
But this is what I'm saying though. See, when we talk about sports though, it's performance based. It's more so like you can. Somebody will do a free evaluation of your brother for you. You know what I'm saying? An NBA team will do an evaluation and for you and say, all right, we'll sign him to the G League, give him 100 bands. You know what I'm saying? We'll sign him down there, let him, move some Gatorade around. But as far as I'm saying, if he's not good, That's what I'm saying. He's not good. You know what I mean? Y'all see, I had my birthday was yesterday, man. Y'all see, I got my
happy birthday, brother.
My wife put some stuff up for me. But so basically, I feel like it's easier for him to, be performance based and get a job versus him just being a gopher. You know what I'm saying? And trying to pick up a huge bag. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to pick up. This is the thing though. If we knew how much Melo was getting, then
see that's where I'm at.
Melo ass, they might have gave him $5 million. You can't get him 1.5, and you only got a 5 piece yourself. So
yeah. Yeah, but I honestly think that if you trying to get him a quick bag, I'm with Puma right now because he ain't with no NBA team right now. He with Puma, so I say on that level right there. If you trying to do something fast, but like a long run, like listen, Jello is not leaving Big Baller Brand. Puma not for to pay him. Listen, he gonna pay his brother.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll say
his pocket.
Jello is not leaving Big Baller Brand. It's because ain't nobody offered him a huge outside the deal bag.
He not gonna leave. He not gonna leave.
Lonzo left is because he didn't want to wear that shit, man. I'm just being a man with you. The reason Lonzo really got out of there because he want to wear Balenci. He want to wear whatever he wants to wear. It wasn't really about the other stuff. Because he can get along with his daddy. He can let his daddy, he ain't worried about his dad. That man been his dad his whole life. So at the end of the day, and even if they lost 1.5 million, let's just say Allen did steal 1.5 million. They still made it back when they sold the warehouse. I think they bought the warehouse for $1 million and sold it for $3 million.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
So they still ain't took no L's in reality, and I'm sure they made some merch money. You know what I mean? So I think more so them guys just really want to be out here and be able to do what they want to do. And when you're with the family brand, it's more of a structured thing to try to get to $1 billion. It's a lot more disciplined, a lot more strategic when you're trying to get to $1 billion company or a multi-billion dollar company. Because each one of them could have had $1 billion valuation. Jello, Melo, LeVar in his own right, and Lonzo. You know what I'm saying? With water, merchandise, basketball checks, man, they were about to go up. But at the end of the day,
Yeah, no, I agree. I've said that before on here too, of like that is one of the big things. Is like, yo, when folks walk down that tunnel in the NBA and they got on their Balenciagas and they big ass shoes and they tight pants and they flannel, like that was even when I said this when we were traveling, that was one of the like conversations, arguments I would hear all the time. And like, look, bro, you spent 20 grand on an outfit and like we got our own damn brand. You know what I mean? Prime time for you to be promoting what we got going on, and you wearing
with millions of eyes on you. The one time when you remember when he wore that Nas shirt with his. The next day it was top of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It was, you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure them shirts sold out. Man. I'm sure.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. See that I mean I totally understand on that level, But me personally, I don't think Jello going nowhere. If he becomes getting in the NBA and score 30 points a game, I don't think he going. I think he gonna still be with the big baller brand. Because
no, he ain't
I
had a
believe
chance to
it.
get off the chain. Jello's not a leader. Jello is not a leader. He's like the one who gonna have your back, man. If anything go down, he's the one who gonna come from the blind side and knock somebody's head off. You know what I'm saying? He's somebody who gonna drive the getaway car. When
That's
you
what I'm
do,
saying. He not leaving big baller brand.
man, listen, he don't have nowhere to go.
I'm talking about if he got
Everybody else
in
is
NBA,
already
let's
running
go.
up $1 million bags. Lonzo and Melo are already touching $1 million bags, man. Jello has not surfaced a bag of his own.
I'm talking about the man. If he get in the league and score 30 points a game in his first
Big
season,
baller, he won't be on Big Baller.
he ain't going nowhere. I don't
So
believe
he
he
might
going
wear
nowhere.
a shirt. He might wear a
So tell
shirt.
me this: you saying that you believe Jello get in the league, score 30.
Yep.
Nike come and say, bro, we got 20 mil. We got 10 milli for you. You come, all you gotta do is wear these Nikes. You don't think
I'm
he gonna,
telling you, I honestly don't think he'll do it.
and
I ain't
already
saying he
knowing it.
shouldn't do it.
And
I'm just saying I don't
already
think he would
knowing
do
that his brother ain't with neither one of his two brothers with the brand because they done already
And you know it.
exploring different options. You don't think that they ain't in his head yet?
And
I
you know
put
they
like-
like this. You know they
I-
like this.
I put it like this. I believe if that man making 30 points a game, for like say he's making 30 points a game, and he's selling shoes, and he's getting 100 of not 100% or 80% of profit on his own shoes that he's selling at $200 in his brand. I honestly don't think he would leave. I just don't.
I think
Here's why I'm gonna show you that I feel like I know he would be out of there. Watch this.
hold on though. This is a thing why you pulling up some stuff. You know, this is what you got to realize, man. The fella is you think he titled with Zoe and Melo or LeVar?
He probably his brothers for sure.
Okay, then. So what you think if Nike told or Puma told Melo, hey man, we'll throw you an extra $1 million just to call Jello and get us a meeting with him.
Hey, like
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Look at this. Look at this. You go to their Instagram page. So now Jello hella invested in the business. You would see him on here. You know who this dude is? In the hey, y'all can't see the you know who this dude is in the middle in the first row?
How
about this guy next to him on the right?
Well, heck no, we don't know him. We don't know none of these folks.
That's what I'm saying. You know who this dude, the black dude is here?
Jello. That look like Jello right there.
No, that ain't none of these is Jello. This dude, actually, this black dude here played in the JBA. He was on Ballers. Named Marquise Reed. That dude. I'm gonna show y'all the last time you seen Jello pull up on a BBB Instagram page.
I know when it is too. Right there.
Jordan Ray
right there.
is on here before Melo.
I mean, right there. That was in April, right?
March 2019. That's
Lord have mercy.
Over a year and a half ago, damn near. And so I'm telling you that if there was
that's facts right there. That's fact.
He would be on here all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
He all over the .com though.
All right, let's go to the .com.
But me, I'm being real though. Like I just don't know. I don't know, man.
You know who these people is?
Oh, I forgot they did. You know, the background at first was him and what's the name? Was him and his pops. They didn't redid it since then. My bad.
Yeah.
Hold on, go to the main page. Was that the main page? I don't know.
Yeah, I see.
Bag of Ghost said,
they redid it.
Jacksonville. Ghost said is what's up, Naveed? Appreciate you, man. Yeah, we just trying to tell the facts.
Ain't no I'm on there though. They redid it. They redid it. I'm talking about like the old.com.
Yeah. No, man. We talking about present day, man. Listen.
Yeah. The old.com, he was all over that boy nowadays.
Then you got to realize something too now. Let's be real about it. If we know the real background, Jello has not one stake equity in the Big Baller brand. He's just like an endorsee, basically. So he's at the mercy of LeVar Ball, the big baller. He's at the mercy of the baller to get a check.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I feel you though. I'm gonna give me a pair of those shoes too, man.
them threes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a pair of those.
It's just
I wanted a pair of them. I like them with the strap on it.
I like them.
Yeah.
This is the thing that I'd be critical of, man. And I feel like you got to watch who you put in control of your brand, bro. Is this? Come on, man. Look how he wearing these shoes
With them little soft jumpers and things. I get what you're saying.
but that he
They shouldn't have put that white sole on there though.
You can see his ankles, man. Nobody who out here with their high tops and their ankles out with pants on. You know what I'm saying?
And that just But I mean, are y'all watching the episodes of The Ball in the Family? Like in the new episode, basically on Sunday, LeVar was, LeVar. There he is, right there on the banner. There we go, G3. But LeVar was basically trying to revamp what is Big Baller Brand, because at the end of the day, it's not making any money right now. Apparently from the episode, you know what I'm saying? I don't in their checkbook, but apparently from the episode, it's not making any money, or not making enough money, or whatever they projected it to be making at the time. Yeah, and
that's because of COVID though, because he was kind of booming before COVID. Like they was kind of like because they had just released the .com, stuff like that. So, I honestly feel he moving in the right direction. We rebranding, bringing new people in, and I like them two guys that he worked with. It's like they really ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying, on a few things, but I like the situation they in right now.
LeVar brought in 3 new dudes on the last.
Yeah, he did. I seen it.
And I'm like, he took my some from the neighborhood. I was like, hold on, LeVar.
I grew up with. I'm like,
who was it? Y'all know?
I don't know these guys. Their names came up. But
he said people he grew up with, and somebody else was a manager for Jello or something to that effect. Something. He's trying to pull this ship together because it's got some holes in it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that's what you got to do if you want to survive.
I want to see him win though. That you know what I'm saying, regardless of the fact. Now, if it come out that he did some fraud stuff, I'm still gonna jump on his head. I'm gonna bust his head clean open. I'm telling you. But at the end of the day, if not though, we want to see these guys rise. I would really want to see LeVar pioneer the brand to a point where the boys have to look at him and say, you know what, I was wrong. Let me come back over here with my people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's still here for you. Your dad is still waiting on you. They never left you behind. You know what I'm saying? You welcome with open arms. Come on back home, and then take that thing where we all saw it going from the beginning.
Yeah, I agree, bro. I think that when we talk about dream scenario, best cases, like what would be amazing to have happen, like that right there would be it. The brand's so big and taking off that they got to be like, bro, you know what, man? We going.
You know what I'm saying? LeVar, like, I'll buy your contract out if you want to come back home. They're like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they want to come home. All right, let's do it.
Here's just something that I said this a minute ago that this should be happening. Do you think LeVar should look to add other guys to represent BBB like Curtis Hollis, Harrison Rieger, who still wear BB in their workout videos? To me, that's a no-brainer to me. Like, because I think that for multiple reasons. For one, part of the issue with the brand is they got a PR issue. You know what I mean? Like, folks feel like they did some folks. You know what I mean? Like the folks saying we didn't get our shit. You know what I'm saying? Folks,
low quality.
If you in the know, like folks will kind of talk JBA and all of that stuff. So I think continuing a partnership with these dudes who invested a lot in you when the JBA started and put a lot on the line for themselves, you know what I'm saying? Like I think kind of still rocking with them would be a great look. And I feel like when the JBA came out, one of the things that folks thought was so dope about it is he said like, you know, once it's over, even if you don't go play pro somewhere, like we might get you a factory job, you know what I mean? The brand gonna be growing so big that we're gonna keep you around and all that shit. So I think like to have these dudes who are synonymous with the brand just be at least be dudes who, like, if you put a list together of folks who, when we got a new drop, we're gonna send you a package. You know how like Nike, they got a friends and family list where you can just be getting boxes.
Right.
Like there should at least be a few of them JBA dudes who every quarter just get a box of t-shirts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just be brand ambassadors like that. To me, that shit would be that'd be clutch.
Now, when I saw LeVar, well, just referring back to the show, man. Now, I did see an idea that really, really hit me in the chest when he showed this complex that he was trying to build with like 10 courts on it, with his own, arena attached to it, training people, doing that. Now, that's a way to staple the Big Baller brand and never it can never go away. If you build a facility that's being branded, you know what I'm saying, and people are coming in and constantly using these, you know what I'm saying, facilities, and you hosting big baller tournaments and all that, oh man, and letting AAU teams come in and rent out your facilities, and you know what I'm saying, you sponsoring and doing that, it's, because when you have the youth, you have the world, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, he is definitely working.
Yeah. We actually started off with that, and we had like a full conversation. We basically saying the same thing you saying. You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be a beautiful situation, and that's something that's generational. That's something that he got that's gonna stand when he die. And I think that's what one thing Big Baller wants is his legacy. He want to live it through his boys, and he want to live it through his actions. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I think that's the best situation. Like I told AB, I said I don't care if that man have to start off in a little community center. You know, he gonna start there somewhere. AB was like, the Big Baller gonna do it big. I was like, however he do it, that was already his passion training. So it like that made, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's the shit too, man. The legacy, and I feel like folks forget that part of what he ended up, like you say, he started training, but he started training kids in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? So it's like he put his boys in a hell of a position, but also like he poured into a lot of folks. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
There's like generations of high school kids who come through his neighborhood. You know what I mean? And just boys who turn. And so like, to add to that legacy was some type of, like you said, some land and a gym where even more and more people can kind of come in there and have it feel like a small little community. That would be epic. And plus, man, Southern California, like the ground is expensive. You know what I'm saying? So like in LA to buy some property is hella expensive. And from my understanding of being out there, like folks just end up, shit get too expensive in LA, they move a little bit further. Then that shit get too expensive, they move a little bit further. And so eventually, by the time that shit hit Chino, which I'm sure is semi-costly, like in 10 years, whatever you pay for that land is gonna be worth triple, double. You know what I mean?
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be bananas. So it's just could be a smart investment just off of the fact that like you own that land. You know what I mean? You could mortgage
just the land itself is going to appreciate. So, you know, and then the money you make off the facilities that you have. Because even if Big Baller, let's just say the Big Baller just kind of shut the brand down, people are still want to come and use those courts and play in, you know what I mean? Use those facilities and those services. So you'll always be making money, man. And then if you replicate that and put another gym somewhere else, and
that's where I'm at. Yeah,
you keep expanding those gyms, then you walking into some real residual passive money that's gonna continue to keep going. And everybody know you as a basketball family. So anytime you open up a new gym or anything, and you have Lonzo and them come out and do a signing, it's only gonna just be simple, and you'll be able to just kind of, streamline that.
Yeah, and y'all ain't playing about the land, man. I'm in Southern California right now, and It's a different kind of price tag. I'm from Memphis, so it's like me coming out here, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a different kind, but like I said earlier, man. Uh, if he do that in LA, that's gonna be next level. I don't think he ever gonna shut that place down. I think he just gonna start building them in other cities. That's what I honestly believe. I can see level like that, and cause the thing is, bro can do whatever he want right now. Like, cause he can make money just off doing interviews.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he can make money just off interviews right now, cause people just always want to hear what bro say.
What
But I don't care.
LeVar talking about?
Yeah, and the thing is, like, like I look at his celebrity like if he was to die today, all the people that like seeing it, what the people that banned him and all that kind of stuff, all them people gonna be talking about it. That's gonna be the
Right.
biggest thing. That's gonna be the biggest. Like, that's how big he is to me. If he can get to that level and he builds something like that, and he stamp his legacy.
And hold on, somebody, Christine said that LeVar had Lonzo taking out high interest loans. I hadn't heard that. I didn't know anything about that.
That was part of the actually that was part of the allegations against Allen.
Yeah, that's what I was there.
Yeah,
What you said, my boy. Yeah, that's my boy.
yeah.
That's my dog. Don't make me call him on y'all. Don't make me get Allen on the line right now.
You know,
Allen, I think he's in Africa right now, man. Allen out here living his best life, man.
see, they said a line of gems. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? And I hope he didn't do whatever they said he did. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a cool guy with me. But if he did, I'm gonna bust his head wide open to the pink me.
That's so. I feel like this though is the type of shit that get printed. You know what I mean? In them articles that don't even be making sense. Like in the same article, they'd be like, "Yo, Zoe invested all his money and part owner of the company and all of the shit that like, yo, most, you know what I mean? And
no receipts.
No receipts. People run with it and then it just sounds crazy. But I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, I just want to see where everything ends. Honestly, I know that they got to go to court about all this stuff. Hopefully, they just settle with something. Hopefully, they just.
Well, let me not go. Let me. Anyway, yeah.
Look at
I said hopefully.
Hopefully.
Ball Facts giving you some love inside angle. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all was.
Who said it? Oh, Ball Facts.
Yeah.
What's up, Ball?
Y'all was beefing last time a little bit, man. But
What's up, Ball Facts?
This is what when we talked about it earlier. I was telling Har that it was crazy because somebody I know who like kind of work in insurance or whatever was talking to me about how that folks from the brand was inquiring about some shit about building some gyms out here in Ohio as well. You know what I'm saying? This was when right when Melo was still out here and they were doing them like grind time things and running some of that stuff out here.
Inspired, when he was inspired, that's what you're talking about?
Yeah, when he was at Spire. So
okay.
So I don't know if they still maintain some of the relationships because that was also before the split up. But from what I was told from folks not even connected to the family, but like there was some conversation about how to like set that up. You know what I mean? They had those type of gyms all over the place. So,
nice.
So I don't know if that will ever come to fruition, but I was saying that I'm hyped to hear that even this one gym probably might be happening. You feel me?
Right. Yeah, and this ain't no gym. Like that's something different. If he can pull that off, man, like it's undeniable. Like everything he said and everything he put together is, even if none of them do good in the NBA, his legacy still lives. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
you got two boys to the NBA. You had three boys basically play professional basketball. Yeah. You know, y'all generated some money off of it, and then y'all took that and created generational wealth. Mission accomplished. Mm-hmm. Mission accomplished. Okay, so quick question. What's Melo's stat line rookie season? What's his stat line, fellas?
All right, hold on.
Let me.
I could. Yeah.
It depends on what team he with, man. I can't do it. It depends on what team he
Melo
with.
Ball gonna have a green light his rookie season, no matter where he go. We know that.
I put it like this: if he go New York, say New York, I say 26, 10, and 7.
Goat, you done put him in a goat bag already. God,
Cause this the thing.
I need to
26
go
points.
out. Listen,
Like 26. I put it like this: 26 points. If he making all those shots he hit, he gonna get 26 every night. If he make all the shots he shoot.
well, he ain't gonna shoot 100%, Vision. Bitch, he is not gonna shoot 100%, bro.
But he would have throw that ball up a million times though, man. Shouts out to Ball Facts, man.
Yeah.
Ball fans in the building. But no,
Appreciate it, man.
though, hold on, Vision.
It's on .com.
I'm gonna tell you the real deal though. Okay, so Naveed says 16, 7, and 8.
Yeah.
That sound a little bit more realistic.
Yeah, for sure.
That sound a little bit more realistic.
If he shooting that ball, man, I'm telling you, if he shoot that ball and he making as much as he's been shooting and he make half of them, I'm telling you, dude, he give you 30
if you
points.
believe in that man like that right now, hold on. I'm gonna be real with you, Vision. You better go buy every piece of LaMelo Ball memorabilia. You'll be a rich man. Because if he come out and is dropping, because I'm gonna be buying up as much as I can. Trust me. If Melo, I think I got 2 Melo Ball rookie cards from Illawarrior, man. Like I'm stocking up now on stuff. But check game now. If Melo Ball is doing 26 in anything, I don't even care what come after that. 26 in anything is rookie season. Man, you about to see some totally different situation.
I would say this, man. I've already said that I think he's gonna be all-star year one. I feel like
I feel like he'll be all-star too.
Whatever.
Yeah, because they gonna vote him if you talk about votes though.
Yeah, but so now
well, you think he's gonna be dragging like that?
No, I'm saying if he averaged 26, then he an all-star regardless. You feel me?
Regardless.
Like everybody gonna get that. To me, I don't know about 26, but I feel like I could see him like I like what my man Max here say 17, 9, and 6. I can see him flirting between 17 to 20 points tonight. Yeah, right there, and then maybe at 10 on the assist level. I even see him. I can see him.
I see him at 8 or 9 rookie season assists.
I can see him getting you by 10. I think that folks don't, and the rebounds too. Either one of those numbers is going to be at 10. I believe
that's the one where I think y'all have badly mistaken Melo Ball. Now he's a decent rebounder, but when you start getting in the NBA with them big boys and them grown men, man, them rebounds coming down.
But if you watch Zoe and how fast the game is now, is that they clearing out a lot of times to let the guard get the board to push it.
No, you're right.
So I think that if Melo can get on the team where they're gonna let the pace go, he's gonna get them kind of rebounds, and he just is a natural rebounder like that anyway.
He is. That's one thing I was gonna say about LaMelo. Like you see all these other cats in the NBA, when they shoot their 3, they normally walk back to the other end. I've seen him chase back after his ball many times. I'll talk about after short 2-pointers, after layups, everything. Yeah. He chased back after the ball. And the only reason I say 26, because if they allow him to shoot as much as he can shoot, and he hit half of them, he will have 23 games, 32 games. Like
Melo is not going to be shooting 50% from the field though, because we know a lot of this stuff going to be way downtown. That's
why them numbers gonna add up, man. I'm telling you, if that man shoot as much as he can shoot, like literally, like to me, that's the perfect Melo though. You see what I'm saying? That's the perfect Melo. Just me. That's the perfect. That ain't the dude that's gonna. That I'm saying that's literally gonna average that. At a perfect Melo, I think he can do that.
Yeah. Here's what I say, man. I think obviously, I don't know if his offensive game scoring wise is on the level of like a Trae Young. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh yeah.
I feel
Sure.
like
For sure.
what we see Trae Young give us this year. You know what I'm saying? He was up there like damn near
Yeah.
30 almost.
Yeah,
It's
dude
still
was
an
killing.
adjustment though. It's still an adjustment period, AB.
So and I'll say this, and this is why I also can't go 26, and I might walk it back just a little bit. It's because, and this is what we started off talking about, is the NBA season this year, like they trying to start it December 22nd.
I know that's crazy.
So if you telling me Melo's gonna get drafted on November 18th,
2 weeks from
bruh.
33 days later,
dropping 26.
This what I'm saying. This what I'm saying. I said in a perfect Melo
yeah,
in New York. That's what I said. If he goes to New York and he's a perfect Melo, that's it. As much as he shoot the ball, that's what I'm saying. That I don't even think he's going to New York.
Yeah.
In New York, like if he
I
go to New
think
York,
the bag is already in Detroit. I think they already probably been talking to ownership. You know what I mean? Like, you know, ownership telling you, look, man, look, we got this. They took away a couple million back here. Just sit tight. You know, we're gonna pay for everything. Just hang out up here. You know what I'm saying? You know how that stuff go, man. Them people, you know, they already seeing how the city responding to Melo. Because why other? I mean, I know. The goat, Purple Goat, is his manager. I think he from out that way. You know what I'm saying? That's his stomping ground. So I get it. You know what I'm saying?
he not. I don't think he's making those numbers in Detroit.
You got to remember now. I think LeBron averaged 27 this year, man. So you're talking about this guy coming in and doing LBJ numbers, man.
yeah.
I'm saying, I'm like I said, the perfect Melo, like the perfect shot.
Even the perfect Melo.
You know
in
what?
New York. In New York. That's what I'm saying.
You got a hot take, AB. What you got?
You know, now that I think about it and sat on it, and you say perfect Melo, and I started thinking about my dog at the JBA and what he was doing. Obviously, it's not the same competition as the NBA, but my man was giving me 40 a night, and I was thinking
because he was stopping and shooting. They was just passing him, he shoot it.
And so I do see, like, you get him on the right squad. Averaging 20 is gonna be he a different animal than Lonzo.
He gonna do a dub. I can see him doing a dub. I'm talking about his rookie season. I can see him averaging 30 for his career. If rookie season, Melo ball.
I'm telling you that if what James Harden average with his usage rate
26.
James Harden damn near
He's over 30.
30 something.
I'm telling you
but
that
he's trash though. He's a trash bag though.
But I'm saying he got that usage rate that you're talking about, right? So,
but he Melo ball, I think, better than him now.
And so this is what I'm saying is that I think that if you take Melo as a scorer and you put him on a team, which he let's say, let me say this. Now that I think about it,
we're gonna have to revisit this conversation now because y'all way out, man.
If you go to New York,
walk it back again. Because now I'm thinking about the teams that he possibly could go to. The Timberwolves, you got him, D'Lo.
He's not gonna do that there.
Not giving you 20, 30 a night there. Not gonna.
No, he's not doing it there.
Who's the guards down there? Jeff Teague, D'Lo, and
forget Jeff. It's only about him and D'Lo. Forget whoever the backup is.
You know a person like Jeff Teague is gonna stifle a LaMelo ball. You know that he's not gonna let LaMelo come in and
somebody
take his job.
Some love. Somebody trying to say the opposite here. But what I'm saying is, Jeff Teague he gonna have to come off the bench if you bring Melo in first of all. But my thing is, D'Lo is a high volume scorer. Cat is somebody who's gonna want to score a bunch.
He don't like to pass.
So that's gonna be the problematic. Number 2 at Golden State, they not finna. He got to be.
He'll be on the bench. He'll be on the bench if he go there.
No matter what happens, he's not coming off the bench. That's the worst shit in America.
If he go there, he's gonna be off the bench.
If he goes to Golden State, he will not be. He'll be coming off that payan.
Yeah, he can't. If he go to State, he would.
Boy, you got the two best. Oh no.
Klay Thompson go to shooting small forward, Melo and
You done lost your mind.
and Steph run point.
That's the perfect team. That's the perfect team.
If you go small, you had Draymond play the 5, hella small. Wiggins at 4, Klay Thompson at 3, and Steph or Melo at 1 and 2.
Trade. The only way that's gonna work is if you trade Stephen Curry. You need to trade Stephen Curry for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Get him to Golden State. Put Melo at the 1. Put Klay at the 2 ski. Bring Dre over to the 3.
That's too much.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
It ain't gonna happen. And then so let's say the third team will be New Orleans. Charlotte.
Before you start, man.
Yeah.
I got a dip.
Okay.
Yeah, but man, it was a blessing, bro.
Yep.
Every time, you know what I'm saying? Y'all hit me up. Mahard.com, y'all check it out and check out the YouTube channel and stuff, man. I appreciate y'all, man. We need to get together whenever, man. We just get together, get a text group or something like that, so we kind of be up on what everybody's doing, man. So big shouts out to everybody. Love y'all. It's your boy Fahari V, the Summer AAG, and it's IVD all day. Warren, appreciate y'all.
All right, man.
Oh my God. But
okay.
What I was saying is, so that's the first 2 teams. Then he's not going to get to 26 or 20 plus points on either one of them squads. 3, you got Charlotte. At Charlotte,
he can get it there.
Yeah, at Charlotte, they probably roll the ball out and be like, bro, do whatever you're going to do. Because at the end of the day, if you score a ton of points, you're going to put more butts in the seats there, and the merchant shit is going to be lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, folks already love that grape colorway and the Charlotte Hornets shit. Jordan coming, you know what I mean? It's gonna be crazy.
Jordan gonna definitely groom you and try to put you in position.
Yeah, and I think Jordan would probably love the mentality that Melo had for the game. You know what I mean? Like
they just draft a young guard like a PJ Washington last year.
Get him out of there, bro. It don't even matter. I don't care what you drafted. Who on the team? Everybody must go. You feel me?
Every man must go.
Yeah, everybody. We give up whoever, Malik Monk. Everybody. I don't know who's still there, but if you conflicting with Melo, we got to get you up out of here. So I feel like that. Let me see who is number 4. Who drafted 4? Is it Chicago?
Let's look at it. Hold on.
Let me pull it up. I mean, she Earth is a winding road. Who is number 4, man? I know somebody in the chat. No. Let's see. Right. Here we go. Yeah. Chicago. I got it here.
Okay.
Chicago number 4. He could get buckets there.
Who they have in there? Zach LaVine. Who's the other guard there? Oh no, they got Kobe White. There's no way they're gonna.
Kobe White got to go.
So you telling me, man? You telling me, AB, that basically this fella's a generational talent. Every man must go when we talking about Melo Ball.
Yeah, I'm saying that he is the type of talent potentially who.
Hold on, you leaving escape clauses in your statement now.
Oh no. I'm saying like he is to me the type of talent that is yes generational in the sense that the value if you hit peak potential is astronomical. Like the projections are through the roof. LeBron James, the Kobe's, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of projection. And so there's not many dudes who get projected to be that high. You know what I'm saying? What's the other dude? Anthony Edwards. He's projected from Georgia. He's projected to be a solid player, a top pick, but like, you know what I mean? Like later on,
like a Donovan Mitchell type. They put him on the same level with like a Donovan Mitchell.
Exactly. Like somebody like the Jimmy, like the ceiling for him to me is like the Donovan Mitchell level, the James Harden level, if he really get out there, Russell Westbrook, like that tier of NBA superstar.
Right.
Melo is on the next tier of the LeBron, Kobe, you know what I'm saying? That type of thing. That's where the ceiling is. And even if he dropped down and don't get there, he's still on that level of James Harden, Russell Westbrook, you know what I mean? Just kind of entering the league. So that's why I'm hyped. Mark, all right, let's see.
So what kind of scenario is it going to take for him to reach that potential though? Is it just him is it going to be him going to a perfect situation? Because we know situations can affect, you know what I'm saying, like your career overall. Or is he gonna,
Here to me, I do think situations affect your career, right? However, I do believe that when you are one of these top guys, like you create the situation, you know what I'm saying? So like you got to do like LeBron, who the Cleveland Cavaliers, when he first got there, obviously were never going to be good enough to get like over the threshold. You know what I mean? That's why he had to get up out of there. But he still was MVP.
He was still considered that guy though.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So he rose past whatever situation. I'm still that dude. So I feel like when you that generational dude, it don't matter where you at. You still become that dude. Jordan, when he was on the Bulls, like they was getting bounced. Team wasn't that good initially, but he still rose to the place where it was like, all right, you that guy. You know what I'm saying? So I think if Melo is as good as I believe him to be, situationally, they'll figure out a way to continue to build around him to put him in a position to thrive. So I think like that to me goes out of the window. Then the way the NBA work, by the time he get on his second contract and can do like a LeBron and pick wherever he gonna go, then he could start trying to team up and then figure out where and maneuver to win championships if he need to. But I think like just the skill set of putting points on the board, getting assists and rebounds and doing all of that stuff. No matter where you put him, man, that shit should play itself out.
Okay. I think that's fair enough. I think that's a fair enough assessment. I definitely believe that situations, make. Oh, now that's a good talk. Johnny on the track said Sixers need to trade Simmons and get Melo. That'll be nice if you could pair Melo and Big Joel.
Yeah.
Because I don't think what's his name even shoots jump shots. Ben Simmons.
No, he don't. He attempted like probably you could count how many threes he took on one hand, damn near.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a scorer, I don't think. Let's see. Someone say Anthony Edwards is a scorer. I don't think that's a good work hand in hand with D'Lo because D'Lo scores and puts up assists. Exactly. I think that's
true.
Work. Yeah, that's probably.
That's true. And Anthony Edwards really can't shoot. You know what I mean? He's more of a, slasher type guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I did my homework on these guys, man. And for the most part, LaMelo probably is the most talented guy, and he's definitely the most popular guy. But it's another guy that people kind of sleeping on, Denny Advia. Well, he's a guy from Israel, and I'm looking at him kind of heavy too, man. Because there he is right there.
6'9", 215.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he's like a Luka. I'm trying to tell you, like a Luka.
Yeah, that's a strength. Big enough to play power forward, but has a ball handling, creativity, and playmaking skill of a point guard. That's clutch. That's clutch as hell right there.
Tell you.
Best operating out of the pick and roll, where he displays excellent timing and vision, allowing him to make every read and pass in the book. That 6'9", 15 points. That's a big ass point guard. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm talking about. Look, man, I'm looking at him playing in the FIFA and all that stuff, right? I'm watching him playing EuroLeague, and he cutting people up as a big dude. I'm like, look at this big dude with handles and everything. You feel me?
Yeah.
And all he gotta do is bring them shots up, bring his shooting up. And he put it like he gonna hit everyone just like Luka. Step backs and everything.
I think that this is what I'm seeing though. It's funny because a lot of these top prospects have this issue. Inconsistent shooter who has converted just 32% of his 3-pointers and 58% of the free throws. So when like some of the critique that folks have on Melo is his range, you know what I mean?
But his free throws at least be around like 80 something.
You know what I'm saying? Here, you look at number one guy here, 29% from 3-point land.
Exactly.
Let's see. Melo, 82%, but shit, 25%
from the
Yeah, so I feel like that's going to be an adjustment for a lot of these dudes, being able to knock down that long range ball, especially in today's NBA, where that's damn near what you got to be able to do in order to like stay on the court.
Yeah, you do. I mean, so I think with these guys though, I think with a lot of these guys, they're great finishers though, which can substitute for a lot of the deficiencies they may have from the outside until they work on it. The thing that I'm most like about them is different than like a Giannis or a Ben Simmons, whereas they don't even really have a shooting skill set. Like they're not even attempting jump shots. Guys like Melo and Denny Adria and Edwards, they're pulling up. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to see, like they want to shoot. You know what I'm saying? And so, I think that bodes well for them. And like Melo's a great finisher at the rim, and he's also a pretty good free throw shooter. So that'll bode well for him in the league. Now, if we're talking about Killian Hayes, he's all right. I think he's a nice. I think he's gonna be a decent player, a role player, most likely. But who knows? You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen a lot of stuff on him, but I know he's a pretty good, decent dude, man. Like he's decent.
I think that this is
looked ordinary when surrounded by stronger players. Exactly.
Yeah.
When I went to his highlights, I never really saw anything.
How old is he? He's a young cat, right? Super young.
Yeah, he's a youngster, probably like 18.
And so I think that when you go to the NBA, that's all is in the NBA is strong athletes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to tell you.
It's another level.
It's a deeper level. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Wiseman, if Wiseman goes to Golden State, man, now we have a big problem. Because you have a 7-footer hanging around the rim with the Splash Brothers on the outside and Draymond Green. Now you got a problem. Now you have a real problem. Melo has the new level of maturity and commitment to his game. It's all thanks to his trainer and manager, Jermaine. That's pretty true, though. I think since he got with Jermaine, he definitely seemed to look like he was a lot more focused on just hooping and not all the hype and stuff. And you can kind of look at when I look at Jello and Zoe, they kind of pilfer off from basketball from time to time, but you always see Melo hanging around the gym, and he's always around Jermaine.
Yeah, I think that he is blessed with the kind of like the being the younger child, and so when you the younger child and your brother already in at the Los Angeles Lakers, you at a young age get to go see the Los Angeles Lakers facility. You know what I mean? Use some of that at times. You get to watch your middle brother where he make mistakes and maybe lose focus a bit, learn from that. And then you get to have an opportunity to have both of those guys set 2 courses for you. How to get to the NBA, how not to get to the NBA. Then you watch, you watch Jello in his own way start working his way back in. So you get to see all of that, and you kind of can make, you know what I mean, better decisions. So I think that there is a maturity that comes with just growing up and being older. I think that having a good mentor like JJ, it helps out, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then also like seeing it's a reality for him of I'm trying to play professional basketball. I know I can do it because my brother already did it. You know what I mean?
And you see Jello now hanging out and letting JJ train him as well. Because he's like, hold on, hold on. I need to revamp what I, you know what I mean, how I'm approaching this thing.
Yeah. Let's see. Steph Curry at the 1, Clay at the 2, Wiggins at 3, Draymond at 4, James Wiseman at 5. That squad. The center is having the good center. But see, here's my thing is that
you can take Wiggins out, but
my
that's
thing
the
is
squad though.
When is the last big man who you seen come to the NBA in year 1 and just be hella effective? You know what I mean? Like,
I his injury probably Joel Embiid. When he was healthy, he been a monster, man.
See, even then, like you said, the injury, like being able to stay on the court, being able to be big, be effective for a long time, especially in this fast-paced play, like that's just wear on you trying to be quick and running up and down the court. 7'1", 240 pounds, like
on them knees.
That's a big ass dude. You know what I'm saying? And I would not invest, or I wouldn't believe that you're gonna get a lot of production out of him in year 1, because he got to learn how to be
a big
man.
Why not when you got all you have is space and shooters everywhere?
And to tell me this too, right? Do you think drafting a James Wiseman, right, if he go to any other team outside of Golden State, his career trajectory looks different to me than if you send him exactly like the touches is not gonna be there. You literally we bring you in to block shots
for sure,
and that's it.
Because what's gonna be expected of him is gonna be totally different in Chicago than what'll be expected of him if he goes to Golden State. Exactly. And also just the fact that he's gonna be around champions, you know, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond. You around hard working people that's already won a lot and they want to win more. So you'll have to conform. But like, let's just say you go to Chicago or you come to Atlanta, where I'm at down here with Trae Young and, you know, a bunch of young cats hanging out and kicking it at the club. It's, of course, not going to develop your career. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, you need a situation where you can be molded and you could be put into a position, because like right now in the league, who really needs a real big man, like just a post-up rebound guy? Not a lot of teams, but a team like the Golden State Warriors, they're just sniping, giving them a guy like Wiseman is gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I think that it'll benefit the team a ton. I just don't think that it'll benefit Wiseman in the long term. Obviously, he could
want to go to be,
yeah. I think that he could be an NBA champion right away, which would be dope. You know what I mean? But like, but to me, he just ended up being like, you know how when folks talk about Chris Bosh or they talk about Kevin Love with playing with LeBron, you just end up being the dude standing in the corner. And for me, he's not even a shooter like that. So it's like, what?
But as a big man, that should be an acceptable trade-off. I would love to be you know what I'm saying? I would love to be who did you say? Chris Bosh. I would love to be Chris Bosh. You got your rings, you got your money.
But that's later.
I'm pretty sure in the league, people played against you.
That's later in his career. If you take Chris Bosh pre Golden State, and then you times that with
but I don't think Wiseman will ever be as skilled as Chris Bosh though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he's not gonna ever get an opportunity. So what we see from a lot of these NBA players is on the off season, you work on your game, you add a little bit of extra something to your bag. In Golden State, we're never going to need you to add that extra shit to your bag. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're right about that. You're right about that.
We're not calling the play to throw it in the post and let you go to work on the block. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not happening. So you maybe every blue moon you might get that opportunity, but nah, bro, we got Steph and Curry. You know what I mean? We shooting these threes over here.
We got Klay Thompson. We shooting deep.
You know what I'm
Who
saying?
should
We
the
got
Hawks draft? The Hawks should draft Denny Advia. He would be a great 3 or 2 guard to pair up with Trey, in my opinion.
I think I feel like somebody said that Jeff Teague just went there to Atlanta.
No, that's where he started off at. I hope he didn't come back here. I don't want him here.
Oh yeah,
That's where he started his career at, AB. I don't want him back here.
Word
Send
on
him
the
to Indiana. Send him
word
to
on
the
the street.
Pacers.
He back. He from here. He from
I know. Send him back. All right, David. Have a good one, man. Appreciate
Yeah.
you. Oh my God. He back to the Hawks. He can go, man. I don't want him over here, man.
Oh yeah, he back there, man. Well, shoot, man. Look, man. The V got the right vibe. You know what I'm saying? We finna
It's
end
late.
this thing here. It's getting late. It's dinner 11:20 on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? I know you out there in Atlanta, but I know folks over here, they tune in from around the world. You feel me?
I get it, bro. You know what I mean?
Somebody in here earlier from Zimbabwe. We had some
Awesome.
Nigerians come through. We had some folks from Australia, Belgium. We had Siberia. You know what I'm saying? Somebody on here earlier was from Russia. So I appreciate all y'all tuning in, man. And
Appreciate you.
yeah, we're gonna shut this thing down, boy. I'm out here getting tired. I wanna sleep. But I'll be back on this bad boy Wednesday night. And you know what I'm saying? We streaming live right now on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah, we going live.
Yeah. On Arizona in the building. Represent. I told you, man, that folks from all over the country, man, all over the world. You feel me?
We on them networks, man. We on them networks.
Yeah. And
Arkansas, Arizona, Oregon.
You know
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Well, shoot, man. We're gonna shut that boy down, man. Shemaine, man, AB the Hero. Got my guy Sports Inside. I ain't going out here, you feel me?
Always on time, never behind.
OG, triple OG. Well, shoot, man. Represent the A. Oh, we got some A.
Oh, Johnny on the track. What's up, Johnny? I'm in the city. Hit me up. Look me up on YouTube and stuff too, man. Check us out. My boy AB. Hey, man, I appreciate you having me on here, man. Get you some rest, bro. And shoot, man, I'll be tapping in with you on Wednesday.
Yeah, for sure, man. Pull up, man. You know what I'm saying? There's always space for you. You feel me?
Appreciate you, bro.
All right, my guy. I'm gonna get you.
Peace.
Trying to hit the button. All right. Peace out.